Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, Week 18 of the NFL, we start the show, we do the 1 o'clock games, and then we took a break so we could watch Sunday Night Football. So Aaron Rodgers is dead, the Packers are dead. We'll get to that halfway through the show, but we're going to recap every game, fastest 2 minutes. Billy went down to the East River. Great Monday show for you. Week 18, it's the finale, and the Packers are dead, and it's brought to you by our friends at Coors Light. When you're juggling work, family, and life in general, things can feel chaotic. That's why Coors Light helps you find moments to unwind all year long. Whenever you need to hit reset, reach for a Coors Light. It's made to chill. Coors Light is the best beer out there. It is the most delicious beer. It is the beer of 2023. I've already declared that. There's only one beer that's literally made to chill. The mountains on the cans and bottles turn blue when it's cold. So when it's time to unwind, Coors Light is the beer I reach for. When you want to hit the reset, grab the beer that's made to chill. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Drizzly or Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/take. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Coors Light, the best beer in the entire world. We love Coors Light. Thank you to Coors Light, our wonderful sponsor. Crack open an ice cold Coors Light. Show us those blue mountains on the bottles and cans. It's nothing better than a Coors Light when you're trying to unwind. So thank you to Coors Light. Coors Light's our best sponsor. Okay, let's go.
Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, we're gonna rock down to
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by Coors Light. Today is Monday, January 9th, week 18. They're not gonna get him. We start in Duval for the AFC South Super Bowl, where your best ability is Vrability, as coach turned to the pastronaut Josh Dobbs to try to launch the Titans into the playoffs. Tractorcito, exposing your D like you're wearing Speedos, punching people in the face like he's Chocolito. Tractorcito. The game flipped late when Rashawn Williams Scott Jenkins said, "Dude, where's the ball?" as Josh Allen scooped his strip sack and took it for 6. The Jags are officially jagging off as Jacksonville is hosting a playoff game, most likely 4:30 on Saturday afternoon. Jags 20, Titans 16.
Up to Buffalo, where, with a heavy heart, the NFL world came together for Damar. And the opening kickoff is returned by Wynum, Dynam, Naheem Hinem to give the Bills an early lead. The game went back and forth, switching back and forth, as Devontae Peter Parker's hands were sticking to the balls for 2 scores. But Stephon Diggs looked really fucking cool smoking the Patriots secondary. Speaking of smoking, Bill Clinton Belichick tried his best to score, but the Buffalo Bills will be saving their blue dress uniforms for a home playoff game as the Patriots were close, but no cigar. And no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Bills 35, the Patriots 23.
Down to Miami, where if you combine Joe Overthrow Flacco and Skylar Underthrow Thompson, you'd get a perfect pass. The game was tight and terrible until the final drive, when all I do is Quinn, no matter what. Williams was called for a horse collar on Jalen. What'll it be, boys? A first down for the Dolphins, as Jason Bernie Sanders was too far to the left earlier in the game, but moved back to the center to send the Miami Dolphins to the playoffs. Dolphins 11, Jets 6.
11.
11. Must have been a safety.
Baseball score. to the Iron City, where Deshaun Watson was blending in Pittsburgh, as he's known for bringing his terrible towels as well. Deshaun Watson then threw an interception to Levi Wallace, leaving more traces of his genes behind. The Steelers fought hard for a playoff berth, as Derek, my name is what? My name is who? My name is Chicka Chicka Fat Shady, scored a touchdown, cashing Hank's bet from last year. But it was all for naught, as the Steelers won, but were eliminated. The Pittsburgh Steelers 28, the Cleveland Browns 14.
In Chicago, where the Bears were going for the first pick, Nathan Skeeterman and Nick Mullen went to Cumtown, putting up a surprising amount of points. Tim Susan Boyle came in briefly, and I regret to report he still hasn't scored. Khalil Herbert Hoover played just well enough to save Chicagoans from having a Great Depression and cementing the first pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. The Chicago Bears are officially on the clock. Vikings 29, Bears 13.
Down the road to Indy, and what doesn't mills you makes you stronger, as the Texans closed out a terrible season with a bright spot. Zach Liv Moss was open late for a fourth meal in the end zone. The game came down to 4th and 20 as Davis Grills hit Jordan Applewood Smoked Aiken for a touchdown, forcing Sabado Gigante to choke another one away. Hey, Billy, hold this Ellinger. Texans 32, Colts 31.
Got him! In Seattle, where the Rams were trying to crash the Seahawks' chance at the dance as they put on their Tutu Atwells and pranced their way into the end zone for a first-half lead. Kenneth Brandon Walker was a weak man, trying to score 6 late, and the game went to the overtime with all the playoff implications in hand. Baker Mayfield, in overtime, cooked up a turnover, and Kenneth Brandon Walker ran violently as if the Rams defense had called him a Mississippi moron. Heartbreak for the Lions as the Seahawks bounce them from the playoffs. Seahawks 19, Rams 16. Geno wrote back. What? Back.
Down the coast to California, where Brock and Robert tweet, Brock and Robert tweet, tweet, had the Niners in a playoff warm-up against the Cardinals. Purdy got by with a Kittle help from his friends, finding George twice in the end zone, and the whopping was on. Hey, JJ, look over your shoulder because Ravel is creeping on you. But in all seriousness, a great career for JJ. What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? Niners 38, the Cardinals 13.
Standing on the corner, Jameis Winston down in NOLA, such a fine sight to see. It's the end, my dear, of a stupid year. Put us out of our misery. Come on, Panero, you're so dinero. You're a po' boy in New Orleans. You're a hero.
The Saints don't go marching. Panthers 13, Saints 10. And that is fast as 2 minutes. Week 18 brought to you by our friends at Chevy Silverado, the unstoppable, commanding Chevy Silverado. Head over to Chevy.com. This is the truck year. Get yourself into a brand new Chevy Silverado. Tell them PMT sent you. Free tank of gas on us at Chevy.com. The best truck ever created, the unstoppable, commanding Chevy Silverado. Okay, Week 18 in the books. We are going to start taping right now. We're going to watch second half of Lions-Packers, so we will talk about that later on in the show.
But congratulations to the Detroit Lions for eliminating the Green Bay Packers from the playoffs.
Let's pray. This could be old takes exposed. Make the bad man go away. Week 8. Whoa, Billy. Week 18 was it's okay. The body rejects the fact that football's almost over. I can understand. We all get sick at this time. Week 18, that was a pretty fun Week 18.
It was great.
There was some crazy drama. We'll do a chronological order, so we might as well start with the AFC South Super Bowl.
Well, real quick, we should address the fact that this might have been the last day that we got to see Andrew Siciliano on television.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
very sad.
The DirecTV is going away.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be carried on, YouTube next year?
Yes.
That's going to be a nightmare for dads out there. So it's going to be Siciliano. He's on the DirecTV broadcast. Our guy Scott Hansen does the NFL broadcast.
He won the war.
He won the war.
Is it confirmed that Hanson's doing the YouTube TV?
We're just speculating.
Yeah, we're speculating.
Just like,
he's the better of the two.
Literally talking out of my ass.
Would you like to throw your hat in the ring?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Sick
Jake
job.
Marsh is open for it.
Jake, you're talking about another man's job right now.
Jake.
Well, no, because the YouTube TV is a new job.
Jake. Jake.
It is.
Jake, let me just say something real quick.
Yeah.
If you did that job, I would hate your fucking guts.
I know.
Okay. All right. But you still take it. Like, I'll like death threats. I'll write death threats to you via text message. Being like, how did you go to that game? And I thought it was going to be a touchdown, and it wasn't.
That's not his call. It's someone in his ear.
No, it'd be your call. I put it all on your line. That's fine.
But
I'm rooting for you.
Having that job would outweigh dealing with you.
It actually would be. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Legit, yeah.
Dude, not dealing with my death threats. Not right
Correct.
now. It would actually be good publicity. You could be like, I'm the most dangerous job in the world. I get death threats every day.
Yeah.
And I would make sure you got him.
By the way,
day.
Siciliano's still going to have a job. He works at NFL Network.
True.
So.
True.
That's
and
right.
by the way, we should say that the voice you hear right now, Jake Marsh, he is officially the loser. He's going to be bowling. Max, would you like to talk? Because you're also the loser. Max?
I just think you're the worst.
Max is too good at gambling. He ended up going 3-1. I went 2-2. He beat me out. Jake finished last. We can talk about that later, but just to set the table, those two will be
excited
bowling.
for the challenge. I view it as a challenge and an opportunity,
I'm
not a
excited
punishment
at all.
I don't.
See what I mean?
Wait, Jake. I don't think you're excited for this, actually.
No, obviously I'm not.
But he's pumping himself up. I like it. It's good attitude.
Yeah, just
good attitude.
you're doing to yourself like what I did to myself with Carson Wentz for an entire summer.
Yeah.
Just say how great it's going to be for a while.
Bowling is
and then
fun.
it will eventually break your heart and your body.
What if you just do it in the first game?
That'd be sick.
Just talk to our friend Stephen Che, because when we explained it to him, he was like, bowling's fun, eating hot dogs fun. This sounds awesome. I was like, okay, never mind, dude.
Yeah, so I DM Joey Chestnut, so he's in my corner. He's going to give me some eating strategies.
Okay.
A bunch of
up the
AWLs
throat.
who are big bowlers have DM'd me with some certain strategies as well. So got some time to try to
What if you
figure
just
out
bowl
the
like a
strategy.
250?
That'd be great.
Yeah. And Max is stuck there for like 3 days.
If I finished before Max, that'd be crazy.
So that's the thing is like Jake really doesn't have anything to lose in this because the expectation for Jake is going to be
2 to
way
3
lower.
days.
Yeah. For
Well,
Max,
2 to 3 days,
Max,
Tommy John
If you don't beat
complaints.
Jake, then people are going to be pointing a lot of fingers at you.
I mean, we're not competing against each other.
Yeah, what do you mean? Why are you trying to?
Yeah, you
against
are.
each other?
Yeah, you are.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, you
No,
are.
Max, don't listen.
Yeah,
You definitely are.
Come on,
We're good. So yeah, Hank, more details to come on time, place, all that info.
Yeah.
So
He's
stay
got
tuned.
it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's talk some football. Let's talk about the AFC South Super Bowl on Saturday night. The Jacksonville Jaguars are in the playoffs. They're hosting a playoff game. They beat the Titans 20-16. Doug Peterson takes the team from the worst team in the league last year with Urban Meyer at the helm to in the playoffs. Fixes Trevor Lawrence. His team was 2-6. They were 4-8. They won their final 5 games. I just, as an aside, I think we need to use that for our preview on Friday, that the Jaguars have actually been in the playoffs for the last month and a half.
they're the hottest team in
Yeah,
football.
well,
They've been,
every game's a playoff game.
they've got 5 playoff wins right now.
Yes, exactly. But it was quite the scene in Jacksonville. I love something about Jacksonville. It's felt like a retro game. They brought out their best. They brought out like a older version of PFT with an American flag guitar
it
to
was
do the
sick.
national anthem.
That's my dad, actually.
Yeah, they had. I think Jacksonville leads the league in unironic leather jackets in the stands. Just the whole scene was incredible. I'm very happy for Duval. I'm very happy for the Jaguars fans. It was awesome.
Yeah, no, listen, Jacksonville, when they're good at football, the stadium experience there looks like it's a completely different sport from the rest of like the NFL stadiums that we see. It's like it's its own unique Florida-ness down there. So they've got probably like 4,000 to 6,000 people that probably ride up on a motorcycle, already hammered before the game. I love Jacksonville. We've been friendly to the city of Jacksonville for a long time on this podcast.
Yep.
It's good to see them winning, good to see them in the playoffs, and you never know. That's all I'm gonna say. You never know. They're gonna play the Chargers, who they've beaten already.
Yeah, they
beat
kicked the shit out of them. Yeah,
just don't. If you're a Jaguars fan and you're telling yourself this, just completely gloss over the fact that they had everybody hurt in that game, and that Justin Herbert had like 7 fractured ribs while they were playing. Just forget about that. You've beaten them already. You're in the playoffs. Nobody thought that you were going to go to the playoffs this year.
No.
Until like a month and a half ago, nobody thought you were going to go to the playoffs. So, in a way, like this season is definitely very much a win for you guys.
Oh, big time.
And Doug Peterson is going to get my Coach of the Year vote.
Yeah, I mean, Doug Peterson, what he did, Trevor Lawrence looks like he is like the next guy. When they were listing all the playoff quarterbacks for the AFC, Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert's like, holy shit! Like, there's a lot of young, great, Huntley maybe. I don't know who's going to play for the Ravens. We'll get to that, but it's a huge success for the Jaguars. I loved the scene. It sucks. I kind of wish there was a night game again. I think they'll probably get the 4:30 Saturday slot.
That sounds right to me.
It feels destined for them. But the whole scene was awesome. I'm happy for Jacksonville, and I think this does cement Urban Meyer as maybe the worst NFL coach of all time.
How soon, though, until Urban Meyer starts to take, he'll dip his toes in the victory lap water he'll go on, some weird radio show, like a local one, and be like, I really did put a lot of those pieces together in Jacksonville.
Yeah, they're running a lot of my stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities in the offense that I ran last year and what they're doing now, some of the concepts I introduced, and he's going to be like, man, when I got there, that franchise was a mess.
Yeah.
It was a complete mess. He's going to start to feel it out, which he's very good at doing. He's going to start thinking okay, maybe I can kind of talk my way into this conversation, and it will be a tidal wave of shit that he will get for it.
Yes, big time. The other thing about Doug Peterson, great coach, should get way more credit. Super Bowl winning coach, got the Jaguars to playoffs this year. The one thing about Doug Peterson, he did the Philly special, and it worked so well. And every game, he thinks he's got to do a Philly special because that turnover when the Jaguars were driving and they did the flip play, and it's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this right now? I think he just is like, yeah, I gotta. I mean, that's play the hits. Well, I gotta run the cool play.
He gets upset if he goes longer than a week without somebody tweeting the Randy Marsh big balls gift.
Yeah, right. But it was an awesome game. I also had the thought for the Titans. They were the most injured team again. It feels like turning the page. They have to kind of start fresh with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Taylor Lewan's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, he is. He's in a wheelchair, and he might never walk again.
It's sad.
I had the thought, though, that popped in my head while I was watching the game. Could you imagine if Mike Vrabel had a quarterback?
Does he really want a quarterback, though?
But he's such a good coach. That game was so up until the strip sack that changed the game, because it wasn't the Jaguars' offense that really won that game. The defense won that game. They held them to 3 points in the second half. Up until that point, the Titans were playing the perfect Mike Vrabel, kitchen sink, long drives, going for it on fourth down, just sucking the life out of the game, getting into a fist fight, Derrick Henry just shoving people and running the ball. And I'm just sitting there imagine if he he's doing it with a guy who he picked up 2 weeks ago in Josh Dobbs. And it's man, I wish that he had a real quarterback because he's such a good coach.
And how bad is Malik Willis to not be getting this start? He's
got
to be so bad that there's a good chance that they cut him next year.
Yeah.
That he's not even on the roster, because if you have a rookie that you spent a draft pick, was he a third or fourth rounder this year?
Yeah, somewhere around maybe second. He might have even been second. I can't remember. He might have been third. Yeah.
But so you spent a decent draft pick.
He was supposed to be the guy, the project.
And he's so bad that you won't let him even see the field in a playoff game. This is
third round, 86th overall.
Okay.
This was seriously like a playoff game for the Titans Saturday night, and he can't even see the field. He's probably going to get cut.
Yeah, and I will Derek Carr maybe. We should start putting Derek Carr on random teams.
Derek Carr he feels like a Colt. He feels like he is.
I agree.
He was born to be an Indianapolis Colt.
But the Colts might draft a quarterback. I just wish that Mike Vrabel had a quarterback, because he is such a good coach, and the fact that the Titans were even in this game. With all the injuries and everything that's happened this season, I know that they lost, I think, whatever it was, 6 or 7 games in a row down the stretch. It all fell apart. But watching that game, and it was that drive they had in, I think, the second quarter when they went for it on fourth down 2 or 3 times and took 10 minutes off the clock, and it was a field goal drive. But it's still... You just knew it's all right, the Titans are playing, they're making the Jaguars play their game, and that's what they do to everyone. They just make everyone play a nasty, ugly style of football and try to beat you over the head with it.
I get the vibe from Vrabel that his perfect game plan is just clock control.
Yeah.
So what he loves to do more than anything isn't even necessarily like go on like a 99-yard run to the end zone. It's just straight up like, let's eat 7 minutes of game clock.
It's time erasure.
And look, I'm going to steal all the time from you.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get down inside the 5-yard line. If we score a touchdown, that's great. If I have to send my stupid kicker out there to attempt a field goal,
Fat Randy was good.
That's fine either because, I still took 7 minutes away from you.
Yeah.
And that's time that you're never going to get back.
Yeah, Fat Randy played well. He made some kicks.
Yeah.
Which is always the bugaboo with Titans kickers.
I'm just pumped for Jacksonville.
I am too.
We're jagging off in the playoffs big time.
It's going to be fun. It was an awesome scene. And yeah, I mean, Chaps, I'm excited for Chaps. He's going to get to watch his Jags, and he's going to come up for the stream on Saturday at 4:30. We don't know that officially. We're gonna have the schedule. Actually, Jake, do you want to predict the schedule? You said you were going to predict it, so we'll probably know it by the end of this show.
Yeah. By the time that or by the time you're listening, you'll definitely know it. I'll say yes, definitely Chargers, Jaguars is probably the easiest pick.
It sounds right. I would say like maybe Bengals, Ravens, but that's like 2 years ago they would put Bengals, Ravens.
Bengals, Ravens feels like Sunday 1 o'clock.
Bengals were always penciled in for the early Saturday game when Andy Dalton was there. Now that they have Joe Burrow, they're a little bit cooler. They get moved to the night, I think.
Didn't you have that stat last week? The AFC South has played in the Saturday game like 10 years in a row or something.
I think you might have had that stat. But
it was something crazy.
Yeah.
Like every single year they just play in that game.
So if the Packers win this game, I think they're going to get a prime or like not the 1 o'clock treatment at the Vikings.
Okay.
But Saturday night,
they would be playing the 49ers.
Oh, okay. Then one I'm reading is wrong.
Yeah,
One I'm reading is wrong.
And they're not going to make the Niners play at 1 o'clock.
We're already in trouble.
Okay, so Packers,
God.
Niners, I see. It was Saturday night last year. I remember that.
Yeah.
So let's run that back.
Okay.
Packers, Niners. Sunday, 1 o'clock. I like Ravens, Bengals.
Yep, that feels right.
Sunday, 4:30. I think Vikings are going to host.
Okay.
Brady and the Cowboys has to be primetime.
That's going to be primetime, yeah.
I think that's a 4:30 game. That they love that Sunday afternoon game.
I
love
do.
that Sunday
However,
afternoon game. However, he's got
I
his
am
finger
seeing
up,
on
folks.
FBschedules.com that the 4:30 Sunday game is CBS.
Okay. All right, so there you go.
So that it still could.
Okay.
Who knows?
All right,
There's
so keep
changing
going.
Rules. Sunday night, so that would put Dolphins, Bills Monday night.
That sounds right to me. I think Dolphins, Bills, I'm just envisioning in my mind, it's definitely a night game, and it feels like having a full day, especially what's happened in the last week and a half. I feel like they're going to want to feature that on ESPN.
All right, so tweet out your prediction.
Okay.
Tweet it
Sounds
out
good.
so it's on the record.
And if you get all of them wrong, you have to tweet out the Ray Allen tweet.
No.
Yeah.
That's if you go. That's if you
get all of them.
No.
If you go
You get
0
all
for
of
6.
them.
No.
0 for
I was
6.
so much more worried about that than the bowling. Like, I swear to God. Like, this is all fun
So
content.
now we know
there
that
is zero upside to be doing that
Next
tweet.
year's challenge is just going to be the Ray Allen tweet.
What's in it for you guys?
Dude, the engagement out the wazoo.
Yeah. And crazy engagement.
All right, fine. You
Maybe
have to-
even DMs.
It's a whole new audience you'd be reaching.
Just tweet a dick pic.
No.
It doesn't have to be yours.
Yeah, it can be any.
No.
it's just a hog.
No. So I'm when the Texans covered, I considered myself a winner today.
Yeah, I did too. All right,
The game of life.
So yeah,
I did not.
congrats to the Jags. This is going to be awesome. Very happy for them. All right, next up, Chiefs 31, Raiders 13. Kind of a snoozer, except for the fact that the Chiefs were so bored that they did this. It was called the Snow Globe Huddle play. It was basically ring around the rosy. It was insane that the Chiefs, like, we always joke about the Chiefs getting bored.
Yeah.
This is the most bored play ever. It didn't count because of a hold, I think it was, on the outside. But it was, if you missed the game, the entire huddle was just doing a big spinner. They were spinning around, and then they broke the huddle. Patrick Mahomes was in the backfield, snap, lateral to him, then he threw it, touchdown, came back on a hold. They were just so bored.
They do. They're the only professional sports team that like gets bored playing their professional sport because they're too good at it.
Right.
And so they have to come up with interesting ways to keep themselves like focused. Andy Reid is like, hey guys, I know it kind of sucks having to go out there and kick somebody's ass again, and you guys are probably tired, so let's make it a little bit new, and we're going to play a child's game before the play. This is what we mean also when we just say that they're candy ass sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes the Chiefs are candy ass, and I guess that's kind of a knock against them, but it's also like the highest compliment that I can pay their offense, to the point where like you become candy ass because your team is so good that you need something new to stimulate you.
Yes.
Like mentally.
Yes.
So the Chiefs are awesome. The Raiders stink. Here, I was thinking about this, and it's not going to happen because it's a poverty franchise, literally. But Josh McDaniels, he's 11-28 as a head coach.
Yeah.
If you take
Started
away,
6-0.
If you take away the 6-0 games.
Okay.
When they were cheating.
Yep.
When he said we were cheating. What was that? Channing Crowder was saying that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were taping their opponent. Josh McDaniels, I would fire him.
But you can't because
you
you have
poor.
Mark Davis is a broke boy.
But like this, I just feel bad for Raiders fans.
Yeah.
Derek Carr is
Okay.
I think he's a fine young man. I think he's a good quarterback, not great. And he's going to be gone. He's out the door. And now what? You're going to trust Josh McDaniels, the guy that got rid of Jay Cutler, to bring in Tim Tebow to build forward with a brand new quarterback.
Okay, counterpoint, feeling bad for Raiders fans. I never feel bad for Raiders fans because they objectively, without a shadow of the doubt, have the coolest gear to wear.
That's true.
So, like,
And the best stadium.
Your team sucks, but when you put on a Raiders hat, it just always goes hard.
Yeah.
It just looks cool, and you just wear that, and you can play like the autumn wind as a pirate and feel good about that. I know that's not a great consolation prize, but at least it's something.
Yeah. If you're like an Oakland Raiders fan, are you pumped that they suck now? Is this like sweet
I
justice
think you
for you?
probably keep rooting for them, but just
I know a lot of people that said that they would not watch another game.
So then, yeah, you
after
are.
it moved.
Then you are. But like, think about it. The Texans stink. If you're wearing a Texans shirt, people are like, "What's wrong with that guy?"
Yeah, it always looks kind of like a football team from a Superman comic book.
Right, exactly.
Representing.
Whereas you're wearing a Raiders hat, and people are like, "I respect."
Yeah,
Like respect.
there's a certain level of intimidation that comes with that territory.
Right, and just general respect.
you just like point them to Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Like this guy.
Raiders. Exactly. So the Chiefs 1 seed. Patrick Mahomes, I know that sometimes we get comments like all you guys do is suck off Patrick Mahomes. The national media does the same. I don't really know how else you can like handle how great he is. He broke the record for most total yards in an NFL season, passing and rushing. So 5,250. 5,614. So I know it's an extra game, but he did break that record. He also is now 16-0 on the road against the AFC West. That's insane. He's 27-3 overall against the AFC West. As a starter, he's 64-16, 80 games regular season, 192 touchdowns, and he should win the MVP. He had 41 touchdowns this year. I know that Josh Allen and Joe Burrow played one less game, but they both finished with 35. He's just so fucking good, and every year, like we said a few weeks ago, we do the preseason where we're like, who's going to win the AFC West? Who's going to do it? It's the Chiefs, and it's Patrick Mahomes. He's the best player in the NFL. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah,
he's that good. I mean, 64-16 is a starter. That's fucking stupid. He's 16-0 in his division on the road.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
People are like, part of my take rigged because we're like, the best football player in football is good at playing football. And that's like, yeah, we nitpick him too.
Yeah.
We do. We point out the dumb stuff that he does.
But he's just so good.
He's kind of annoying because the only legitimate criticism that you can have of Patrick Mahomes right now is that the media is annoying with how much they love him. So your complaint becomes directed at somebody else that has nothing to do with actually what Mahomes does.
It's how other people talk about him.
So
yeah.
Sometimes when the world's lamest people really like something, even if that thing is good, then it will make you start to hate that thing.
Right. And I don't hate him at all. I love watching him play football. It's just also in sports when there's someone who's truly great and just above everyone else, we try to find it's lame to just say, oh yeah, Patrick Mahomes is the best. The Chiefs are going to win the AFC West. So you try to find a cool zag or like, oh, this is the answer to the question. No, the answer to the question is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And we'll see how the Chiefs do in the playoffs. I do think that like this game, not letting the Raiders hang around at all because they were playing with some teams there where it was a little too close. I don't know. No one would be shocked if they go to the Super Bowl again.
No,
of course not.
Well, Mahomes doesn't have to go on the road this playoff again. At the very, if he makes it to the AFC Championship game, then that's going to be at a neutral site.
A neutral site, yeah.
Which we don't know where that would be yet, but I guess there's people that speculate it could be Acrisure or Heinz Field in Pittsburgh
or Indianapolis?
What if Indy
Rumors
said
that he
no?
shut it down or
Oh.
said.
Yeah, Jim Irsay said no.
And
I don't know if it's
Detroit
confirmed or
has
not, but-
they're redoing something, so
Yeah.
that one's out.
What about Canton,
They're redoing
Ohio?
the turf.
What if they did it at the Hall of Fame?
That'd be cool.
David
Ohio
Baker
be
would make
fun.
it happen.
Why don't they do it at MetLife and we can go?
Yeah, they should do that.
Vegas.
Or Vegas.
Yeah, and
That
we
would
could
be
go.
cool and we could go.
Or
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
And we could go.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the Chiefs are really, really fucking good. Patrick Mahomes is the best player in football. They're the 1 seed, and there's not much else to say about that.
No, it was just an ass kicking. It was they're a team that kind of halfway through the season they weren't kicking people's asses like we thought that they should be, and that really was the knock against them at the time. It's like, well, they're not playing up to their abilities right now, but it looks like they are. And I mean, it's not like they don't miss Tyreek Hill because I think he added a crazy element to that offense that is not there anymore. But they're certainly not missing him that much.
No, right. And Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs are smart in the way they've built their roster and the fact that they're like, hey, Tyreek Hill's incredible, but Patrick Mahomes is the guy.
Yeah, I know
And
another-
he can make other people, 80% of Tyreek Hill.
Right. I know another fast guy that we can sign.
Right. And also we should shout out Chris Jones, who was just a monster in this game. And it does feel like the Steve Spagnuolo get pressure with 4 will be the recipe for the Chiefs going into the postseason because their back half of the defense isn't great. And they'll just hopefully get pressure with 4 with Chris Jones. He's a monster, just an absolute monster. And he, like, watching some of those sacks, like, if he wasn't getting the sack, he was basically forcing the sack by collapsing the pocket or getting, double teamed. He's just everywhere.
Well, he's still getting pressure when they had 2 guys on him.
You're right.
He was like very easily going through the Raiders' offensive line.
And he went to the oxygen mask, which I always love.
That's a good look, too, yeah.
It's always a good look. All right. Next up, Dolphins 11, Jets 6. Congratulations to Jake. The Dolphins
you.
are in the playoffs.
You got the finger revenge.
Finger
that was
revenge.
Huge.
finger revenge.
Not Agami, by the way. Second time.
Ugly, ugly game.
Yeah.
Just terrible game. Joe Flacco versus Skylar Thompson for the playoffs. But the Dolphins survive. Maybe a questionable horse collar penalty on Quinnen Williams going down for the Dolphins to get into field goal range at the end. You missed that, but
I'll
yeah.
be honest, I did not see the game.
It was kind of a grab of the
basketball game, but
nameplate, not really like in the horse collar.
Yeah, he grabbed like the back
holding
of
the
his
jersey.
Yeah,
He was holding the
He
back
got-
of his jersey.
He got a handful of like where the name was.
Yeah.
and pulled him down.
So they went from the collapse was avoided. They had lost 5 straight. They win this one. I have no idea if Tua's going to play.
and that's the biggest storyline here because they had Buffalo on the ropes on that Saturday night game with
did,
Tua healthy. If he's not healthy, I don't. Never
And,
say never,
and as Hank astutely pointed out in the Bills-Patriots game, the Bills secondary is missing some pieces.
I shut the fuck up.
You did say that. You're
You
like,
said
Mac
that.
Jones is torching them. I was like, yeah, they're missing their safety, dude.
but okay, fair enough. So yeah,
You admit that you said it.
No, I mean, you alluded to it.
No,
but
I
yeah.
just said Mac Jones is balling out.
I'm gonna see if there's a lineup, but I could see them waiting a little bit to see the Tua status because that's what this game hinges on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it does, but also I think back in like late September, when the Dolphins were like the hottest team in football, we did a mental exercise where we pictured the Miami Dolphins going on the road in January.
Yes.
to Buffalo.
Yes.
Yeah.
in a snow game with Tua as their quarterback, wearing the teal jerseys, and we're like, they're going to lose by 30.
but they hung around
And I,
in December.
listen, I know that you want the Dolphins in the playoffs. If Tua doesn't play, they're the biggest bummer of a playoff team. I would have
Yeah.
much rather seen the Steelers make
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
playoffs.
So right now the Barstool Sportsbook has it as 10.5. I wonder if that's factoring in him being in or out.
That's Tua-less.
Yeah, that's Tua-less. Feels like it'd be
Right.
around 7.5,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Because that was the line when they played. It was 7 when they played a month ago.
It was right around there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, they made the playoffs, yay! But
Yay.
they were Super Bowl.
Yay.
They were Super Bowl contenders 6 weeks ago. I think everyone agreed, and then downhill.
I have a question. Should the Dolphins fire Mike McDaniel?
I saw some rumors of that.
Well, I have a reason for it other than the actual. I think it's a stupid argument, but I have an even dumber reason for why they should fire him. The Dolphins have made the playoffs 3 times in the last 20 years.
And they've had their backup quarterback.
No,
Well, it was Matt Moore 2016. Right?
no. So 3 times in the last 20 years, all of them with first-year head coaches. Tony Sparano, first year 2008. Adam Gase, first year 2016. Mike McDaniel, first year 2022. Why not just fire him?
Fire him. Get somebody new in there.
Get some new blood.
I like that. Wait,
get back to the playoffs.
But wait, is it every time they switch coaches?
But it's only been new first year head coaches.
Yeah, because they're just like Joe Philbin. I don't think
No, did not, and neither did Brian Flores.
Yeah,
but you have a better chance.
I don't hate the logic.
Yeah.
I really don't like.
These are the advanced analytics most shows won't talk about.
The Dolphins. I don't know. I also get the feeling like if you press the Tua button and get him back in, like that offense that we saw at the start of the year was. Yeah. I don't think that was a gimmick. I think it was just they were good. They were a legitimately good football team.
Yeah, and as much of a bummer.
Hank, what's that face you just made? Oh, I thought it was that. The gimmick thing.
As much of a bummer it kind of feels like to have the Dolphins, especially Tua-less in the playoffs. It is good for the Dolphins to not have that collapse because that would have been quite to go 8-3 to 8-9. Like that really sucks to be a team. Like let's just say you start 7-4 and then finish 7-10.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of one of those teams, like the Jets.
Oh. Okay.
That's what they did.
Got it.
It sucks.
It does suck. And you know what else sucked today about the Dolphins is we almost got Mike Glennon in the game.
We did.
You can't with Mike Glennon. You can't tell me that Mike Glennon is warming up and then not have him get in the game. I was so excited about it. We had Davis Mills on a TV in one corner, and Mike Glennon was about to be on TV in another. It was going to be the longest necks combined ever on a NFL Sunday.
It was going to be incredible.
And then you can't say Mike Glennon and then say actually is Skylar Thompson okay instead? No, it's not okay.
Yeah,
it was never okay.
There's some veteran guys who got some time today with Josh Johnson. We had Chase Daniel get in the game a few times.
Yeah, yeah.
So
it was nice to see
those
some
guys.
of the old heads.
Week 18's like a weird mix of preseason and regular season.
Yeah. Skylar Thompson got like Ken Shamrock ankle locked by the Jets defense, and we thought we were gonna have a chance. And Joe Flacco, he should probably retire.
Yeah, I was gonna say like if he went out there and threw 4 touchdowns today, 300 yards, some team would sign him next year as a backup. But now it's like he looks very uncomfortable playing football. Like he doesn't like to be doing it.
Yeah.
But he just knows that they're paying him a lot of money to do it. Like when he's standing in the pocket, he is so sackable. He has no escapability. He still has a cannon when he wants to unleash it, but he just doesn't look like he's having fun playing football.
No.
So I hope he goes off to his 6 kids.
7, 8,
have a
9,
good rest of your life. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for everything.
Yeah.
You won a Super Bowl.
Maybe get like a reality show where it's Joe Flacco, the Flaccos and the Rivers live in the same house.
Yeah, they're like
15 combined kids.
Their backyards adjoin, and it's just like their kids play all the sports against each other, and you can bet on them.
Yeah, and Flacco and Rivers just throw back. Joe Flacco throws over Phillip Rivers' head. Phillip Rivers throws at Joe Flacco's feet, back and forth.
I like that.
It's beautiful. Billy, Jets. So they did start 7-4. They went 7-10. I thought they were tough for anyone who had Jets plus 3.5. We should at least mention that. The safety at the end. We've seen it enough now that everyone has in the back of their heads at the end of these games, like, please just be at a spot in the field that you can't have the fumble backwards and the laterals until they just keep going backwards and backwards and backwards into the end zone. So that sucked. But Billy, over big picture, Jets season, give it a grade.
B-.
Okay.
There was surprises, but it was not a C in that it wasn't like a total failure.
Yeah, I'd agree.
But this is the one stat that I think sells the whole season: 33 straight drives without a touchdown to finish the year.
Yeah. So when was the last time you guys scored a touchdown?
Detroit.
Oof.
And how long ago was that?
That was when I filmed the Reptile Expo video.
So that was like a month ago.
Yeah.
You guys haven't scored a touchdown in over a month.
Yeah.
Damn.
That sucks. I want to make fun of you for giving them a B grade this year, but I'm not going to.
B-.
I get it. I think that's probably an accurate grade because you had a playoff game, kind of, like 2 weeks ago.
And you also have a team where it's like, we know what the problem is. It's quarterback.
Yeah.
So figure that out.
Yeah, you're a quarterback away.
Easier said than done, but at least there's other pieces to it.
Still, now I got a little distracted with a project recently, but I'm now going back to figuring out why quarterbacks on the Jets can't succeed.
Okay.
Found some breakthroughs. There's a couple papers on CEOs not succeeding in certain companies.
Okay.
With similar type of
pressure.
So we'll look into it.
Okay.
We'll look into it.
I do want to hear about that other project on Who's Back if you can put that out there.
This is classic Billy. His project got distracted by another new project that he's working on.
Diving in the East River.
Hey.
Billy, I just want to say for the record, I'm glad that you're alive.
Yeah,
Me too.
Same.
I was a little bit worried yesterday that you were going to die and that I would get blamed for it in some way, shape, or form. So I'm just glad that you did not die.
I was also worried I was going to die.
Yeah. It was legit. Like, there was a thought that I was like, are we going to do part of my take if Billy's dead?
Nah, I knew you were good. You're strong.
I blame the police
Yeah.
for why I almost died.
Libby
Okay.
football.
We'll talk about it.
All right, yeah, we'll talk about it. Who's back? So, Dolphins in the playoffs, facing the Bills. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know. The 7th seed in the AFC was always going to be kind of gross. So, the other game that affected this, so the reason why the Dolphins are in, Bills 35, Patriots 23. There are certain moments in sports where you just like have to pinch yourself and be like, how the fuck is this real? Naheem Hines running back the opening kickoff after everything that's gone on with the Bills this past week was insanity.
Yeah.
Like, to be, if you were one of the lucky people that was in that crowd, that's a moment you will remember for the rest of your life.
It was crazy when it happened, and I think everybody had like the same reaction. Like, is this real?
Yeah.
Is this actually what's happening? This was one of the moments where you're like, Hollywood, if you brought this story to Hollywood, they would shoot you in the mouth with a pellet gun and light your feet on fire. It was not. I think they needed that too. I think the sideline needed it. There was almost like an expression of relief after they ran it back. Just them being like, okay, we're playing again. We are allowed to feel good emotions about football again. Right off the bat. There was no like feeling out period in the game where everyone's like on edge getting out there.
Right.
Special teams touchdown took all that right away. Brought the crowd into it big time.
And then he did it again.
And I love all the updates that we're getting from DeMar from the hospital. Like, every time I see one, I just have to retweet because like, it makes you feel so good to know that this is what we're waiting for. You know, like him to start giving us updates. He was tweeting stuff out today.
Yep.
They had his surgeons or his doctors like giving updates, and they were just like smiling from ear to ear. Pretty soon they're going to do like a hype video. What if they did a hype video for the playoff game, and it's the surgeon, and he throws DeMar through a table?
I think that would be good.
That would get the people going.
I think you got to save that for divisional round.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yeah,
who cares?
Come on, you take them out. I also chuckled a little how mad people got at Schefter when he had to report the news that DeMar Hamlin was placed on the IR.
Yeah.
That was just, people were so angry about it. It's like, well, he was, and the Bills did the right thing of, I think there was something with his contract where they made sure it was all guaranteed.
Arian Foster pointed it out, which I thought was a great point, where he was like, it took someone basically had to die on the field for the NFL to do the right thing. Like, why don't they do this for more players that get seriously injured?
Oh, and also,
it's a big time, like, the NFL tries to do the right thing, and they just expose themselves for kind of being scumbags.
For not normally doing the right thing.
And also the NFL, the NFL does a masterclass in taking something that should be the worst PR ever, a guy almost dying on the field, and then flipping it and being like the best PR ever, where it was threes everywhere. It was great to see the love for him, but it was, Goodell in the back of his head was like, look at this, like, we got him. Like, everyone's wearing the shirts, and everyone's getting behind it. Probably cost them, $20,000 to print off a bunch of shirts, and everyone's gonna only think of the positives, not the negatives.
They had, there were threes everywhere. They had like officially licensed hats and stuff. There was a lot of stuff that people were wearing to support them. It was just awesome. It was good to see. There was there was a sense of relief this weekend that he's okay.
Yeah,
and that we can kind of go on like normal, as opposed to because the NFL was going to play this week no matter what had happened to DeMar.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, we're going to move on, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's good to know that he's okay.
I don't know if they would have.
You don't think so?
Things had gone south.
Yeah, if things had gone south. I hope he plays again. I think, who knows? I mean, we've seen Chris Pronger had something similar happen. Well, I can't wait. We should get, when Whitney comes on again, we should try to box him into the corner to basically call DeMar Hamlin a pussy, because Chris Pronger played in the next game. He didn't need CPR like that, but we could still get Whitney into saying that for sure.
One of the funnier tweets I saw this morning was there was an update on him in the hospital. It said, I've been told that University of Cincinnati Medical Center and the Bills have been working on ways for DeMar Hamlin to watch today's Bills-Patriots game. At the moment, it's quite likely he will get to watch his teammates play from the hospital. These are the smartest people in the world that work in this hospital, like real life geniuses.
They probably don't have DirecTV. They probably just used a Reddit stream.
Yeah, so I was saying like that these are geniuses that can do open heart surgery, but they don't know how to click on the tiny little X's that move around the screen the entire time for you to be able to watch an illegal like Stream East platform.
Yes. Just get through the Russian ads and you're good to go.
Yeah, or just like buy a television. It's pretty simple stuff. But he was able to watch today, which was
good.
They figured that one out.
Good. So yeah, it is great to see all the updates and him smiling and sitting up in bed. As for the Patriots, season over. Mac Jones looked good today, as you astutely pointed out.
Yeah, he was playing really well. The Patriots were in the game a lot more than I was expecting. I mean, obviously, if you remove the 2 kick returns, they would have won the game. Tough not making the playoffs. Really sad. The team fought harder than I wanted. I think for all the stuff where this couch over here, Jake and Billy, they were so high on the Dolphins and the Jets. I guess the Dolphins made it in. But I feel like the Patriots, they competed. They played well. Hopefully they get rid of Patricia next year, and we can start over.
Yeah, Max was
a lot of good things to build on.
Max was listening to every word that you said, Hank, and he was just fuming. I saw there was literal steam coming out of his ears. That seemed very gracious to me. What Hank just did, he just kind of laid it out there like it was.
And it's like you're going up against a team of destiny. Yeah. True, like there has never been a team of destiny that Destiny has declared the team of her ever before like this.
Yeah.
That was worded amazingly.
So wait, Destiny made the Bills her own team. The Bills didn't become a
Destiny
team.
Straight up like pulled the Bills out of her stomach and was like, "Here you go, world.
Chose the Bills.
This is my team.
Okay.
This is my team."
I'm curious, what does Destiny look like?
Hot.
Yeah.
and Josh Allen did
She's like the chick from Game of Thrones. She's like 1,000,000 years old, but hot.
Really? Okay. Wait, before she turns into the old one.
Right.
Red hair.
Yeah.
Yes. Maleficent.
Melisandre.
Yeah,
okay, that's Destiny.
Yeah.
She just handed a fresh Destiny baby, to the city of Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of guys is she
healthy?
into?
How many pounds is the baby?
6 pounds, 9 ounces.
Okay. Nice.
Little on the light side.
Put it on the punk list.
Well, it's the Bills,
Yeah, that's
Bills
true.
Mafia.
Yeah, that's true.
I personally am rooting for the Bills. They're going to be the team I root for in the playoffs.
Okay. And Josh Allen had those. There's just nothing better when he does the rollout and just throw it deep and it just drops perfectly in the hands. He did it twice.
Yeah.
To Diggs and then
Brown,
I can't remember.
I think.
Yeah, it was. Those are the most electric plays.
Every time Josh Allen throws a pass, I assume it's going to be a touchdown.
Yeah. So a big relief for the Bills to get through that game, win that game, get the second seed. I got to feel like they like a huge weight off their shoulders for everything.
And the Chiefs winning, I think, eases a lot of the drama around that game getting canceled.
People got pre-mad.
Well, okay, we do. I was going to do it when we get to the Bengals, but I have a take. But yeah, I mean the Bills could have. If the Bills had beaten the Bengals, they would have been the 1 seed because they beat the Chiefs.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. So they did beat, and so that makes it because the Bills and the Chiefs have the same amount of losses. The Bills weirdly, and we can do it right now. I think the Bills weirdly have a pretty big gripe with the same amount of losses and beating the Chiefs. Bengals fans are very upset because they were worried. Let's just do the Bengals game.
Yeah, the Bengals fans got pre-mad about the coin.
Yeah,
they thought that they were going to have to. It was going to come down to a coin toss after the game, which would not have been televised. That's bullshit.
Right.
If you're going to do a coin toss that means something, I want that live.
Yeah. So let's talk about it. Bengals 27, Ravens 16. Ravens just didn't really even try. They started Anthony Brown, J.K. Dobbins sat. Bengals looked great. I'm a little worried that Alex Kappa went out. It feels like the Bengals did everything right in the offseason to try to give an offensive line to Joe Burrow, and now we're getting ready for the postseason, and it's like, Joe Burrow, you got to do it all on yourself again.
Yeah, they've got two guys out. They said that, was it Kappa?
Yeah.
That he was, like, questionable to return with an ankle injury. But when I saw that replay, it's like
gross.
That looks like his knee that just got mangled.
Yeah.
And there's no way that he's coming back. But then they showed a picture of him getting carted off the field, and he was pointing at somebody in the stands, and he was like, I'm okay. It's not bad.
It's crazy. So offensive linemen are built different.
I don't know what happened to him. I hope he's okay because that would suck to come all this way, and then he's not available to play until, like, next season.
But it felt like the Ravens basically said, we're going to play you next week anyway.
Yeah.
So we're not going to show you much. We're going to be back here. But the coin flip. So everyone was mad about the coin flip. I do actually agree with Bengals fans that if they had ended up with less losses than the Ravens and having to coin flip, because they technically won the AFC North before today.
Yeah.
But if they had to do a coin flip to see who hosted the playoff game, that would have sucked. But as it stands right now, I don't think the Bengals have much of a gripe because you couldn't have gotten the 1 seed.
Yeah.
So you couldn't have gotten the 1 seed. There was no way for you to get the 1 seed. The Chiefs had 3 losses to end the season. There's no way you could have had the 1 seed. I know you beat the Chiefs, 3 losses. If you get to the AFC Championship game, you don't have to play it at Arrowhead. That's an advantage now.
Yeah.
So you could make and I think what happens is with every fan base, the Bengals fans, rightfully so, are like, we were going to beat the Bills. Well, what if you had lost to the Bills? What if you had lost to the Bills and then it's a total then the Ravens could have beaten you for the AFC North. So weirdly, like if you had lost to the Bills, you would have had to go to Arrowhead. Now you don't have to go to Arrowhead if you get to the AFC Championship game. You get to play in a empty, in a random stadium.
Yeah,
it's 50-50.
I don't think that they have anything to complain about right now, but they were getting pre-mad about the coin
flip,
situation.
which I get. I got that part.
And Zach Taylor was saying that we're playing a game for the opportunity to have a coin flip that can only hurt us.
Right
now, we can't get anything from
I totally understood that.
And to be honest with you, I still don't really understand how the Bengals were named division winner, but then also they might have had to play a road game.
Because of winning percentage.
So what I'm looking
right?
at now says only Chiefs and Bills would be a neutral site.
I thought it was Chiefs and Bengals.
I thought it was Bengals too.
Oh.
If
because
the
they couldn't have
the
gotten
Chiefs
the
lost,
1 seed. Okay,
yeah.
all right. So, but that's still.
So yeah,
but
only Bills,
all
Chiefs.
right, that makes sense. But that still makes sense though. Like what the Chiefs were always going to get the 1 seed. So I don't really know. I guess if you're saying you would have beaten the Bills, then you would have had the 2 seed.
Yeah.
But that is again throwing it up to chance. Like you can't say because you're up 7-3 in the first quarter that you would have beaten the Bills.
They did look pretty good.
Yeah, the coin flip was bullshit. I'm totally on the Bengals side for the coin flip, so I didn't realize that. This whole thing has given me so much like having to read all these things.
Yeah, the bottom line was the NFL said to themselves, well, we have to fuck somebody over.
Yeah.
Someone's going to get the short end of the stick. Let's try to make that the least impactful screwing possible. And also, I think that there's an element with the NFL of anticipating the bigger markets and trying not to piss off certain fan bases.
Right.
And so I think that the NFL probably said, fuck Cincinnati.
Right.
Like if we got to screw somebody over, we're probably going to try to screw over Cincinnati.
But I still think if you're looking at it, so the Bengals, knowing they might have to go to Arrowhead now, thank you, Jake, for the correction. It's still, if I were a Bills fan, I'd be like, well, if you play the game that you would have maybe won that game, you would have had the 1 seed in the bye. So Bills fans can play the exact same game as Bengals fans. It's a shitty situation all around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy the coin flip didn't happen because I do agree that Bengals would have been screwed if there was a coin flip. But at the end of the day, just go win your games, right?
Yeah.
Just go win your games. And it actually helped that the Chiefs got the 1 seed outright, and like you don't have to, because if the Chiefs had lost, then the Bengals would have had even bigger of a complaint, being like, well, we beat the Chiefs and we have the same record as them.
Yeah,
So-
actually, this worked out as good as it possibly could have, I think, for the NFL.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be perfect no matter what, but at least there's not like you don't have fans that are up in arms about things.
And if everyone holds serve, you get to go play the Bills in the second round.
Yeah.
In Buffalo, and we'll see how that goes.
Run it back.
Like we'll see how that, maybe you were right. Maybe you would have beaten the Bills. I mean, I'm still high on the Bengals. They're my AFC Super Bowl future, but I am worried about that offensive line. It feels like they're just it's gonna be Joe Burrow getting sacked 1 million times and still making incredible plays and finding a way to win.
Yeah, and he can do it.
Yeah,
You've seen
of
him
course
do
he can do it.
Also, some contract news from this game, some incentives. Justin Houston on the Ravens, he was 1 sack away from earning a $1.5 million incentive. He got a sack. He celebrated his sack. Everybody thought that he had a sack. They went back and they rescored it, and they credited him with half of a sack.
Ugh.
And so he didn't end up getting that $1 million bonus.
Ravens should pay it.
Because his teammate was too quick. Like his teammate was so good that they shared the sack. If I were him, I would be like, dude, do not take my sack. Do not steal my sack.
Yeah.
You should not be anywhere near me. I'll pay you $100,000. Just do not hit the quarterback before I do. I agree with Big Cat. I think the Baltimore Ravens should pay him $1.5 million.
Well, they should pay him with all the money they're not going to pay Lamar.
Yeah. I agree.
You got money laying around.
Pay the man.
I really hope Lamar plays. I don't know. It's weird now.
I think he's going to play.
I hope he's going to play.
If I were to guess, I would say that he's going to play. He was just trying to rest up before the end of the season, and things are weird. He doesn't want to get injured in a regular season game.
Yeah, that's fair.
But he'll get injured in a playoff game if he has to.
Okay, so Bengals they're going to host the playoff game against the Ravens. Bengals got screwed on paper, but now we're kind of all even.
I think
that's the best way to say it.
I think that's where we're at. And
I think most Bengals fans would agree because the coin flip was complete and utter bullshit. And shout out Joe Mixon for doing the coin flip dance where he actually pulled a coin out of his gloves, flipped it, and then kicked it. Yeah, that was cool.
It was very cool.
That was awesome.
Jake, can you look up what the spread of that game's going to be?
Oh, whose line is it anyway?
Ravens,
Let's guess.
Bengals, because that's going to tell us if Lamar is playing.
I'm going to say Lamar is playing.
I'd say the line right now for a hint is a Lamar playing.
Yeah, I'm going to say Lamar is playing. I'm going to say Bengals minus 4.5.
5.5. I
was going to say 3.5.
5.5.
Okay,
so I would say that's Lamar playing.
Shit, there we go.
Right, it would be like 8 or 9 if he was out.
You got to hammer the Ravens down, Hank.
Yeah, definitely.
5.5 is the dead zone. It will probably. I would guess that will end up at 4.5 when he's announced officially in because they're putting it essentially at a spot where it can go up to 6, 7, and it come down to 4.5, 4.
That's definitely not an Anthony Brown line.
Yeah, Vegas is smart. They know what they're doing. Putting it at 5.5. Okay, sticking with the AFC North, Steelers, Browns. I feel bad for the Steelers. They won and they were ready to go, and then the end of the Jets-Dolphins game happened. At least Kenny Pickett is a guy. Mike Tomlin also never gone under 500.
Mm-hmm.
It's just incredible that he just does that every year. Like, if you're a Steelers fan, you probably weren't going anywhere in the playoffs, but I think you got to this point and you're like, let's get Kenny in the playoffs. Let's see, this defense is starting to play well. TJ Watt's fully healthy. Like, the Steelers are a playoff team if TJ Watt doesn't get injured week 1.
Oh, 100%. He's as impactful as most quarterbacks,
right?
Like most good quarterbacks on that defense. I feel bad for Steelers fans, but this season showed signs of improvement. Like, Kenny Pickett looks way better now than he did at the start of the year.
And George Pickens is awesome.
George Pickens is awesome. As long as Kenny Pickett can continue to throw the ball to George Pickens for the next, 6 years, you'll be very happy with that offense. Because I think Pickett's going to get better. His passes started to get more zip on him as the game went on. And as the season went on, too. Like, he looks more legit like a professional quarterback than he did at the start of the year. So I'd be very happy. I'd be happy with the progression.
Yeah.
Because there were a couple games in the middle where it's like, I don't know how many years are we going to give this guy. Like, how long do we have to see if Kenny's going to be the guy? I think he is.
Yes, I agree. They played tough down the stretch. He had big games against the Raiders and Ravens. Answered today, too, when they were down early. Deontay Johnson, by the way, just a fun little fact. Stathole Sports gave it to me that he now leads. He has the record. 86 catches this year, no touchdowns. I think I bet him to score a touchdown in 5 or 6 games.
He got in the end zone today, though.
He did.
He got a 2-point conversion.
He did. He got in the end zone. He also got tripped up at the 1.
Yeah.
And yeah, that sucks.
It does.
The whole season, 86 catches is a lot of catches.
It's a ton. How many yards did he have?
I'm not sure how many yards on the season.
A decent amount. Another big loser from today in this game, Bernie Kosar.
Yeah.
Do you see the story about old Burn, the Burn dog?
No.
So he got fired before the game started. So he does some radio stuff for the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
And he said on Sunday that he had just put a $19,000 bet on the Browns to beat the Steelers money line. So that's tough. It's tough that the bet lost. The bet was never really in danger of cashing, and he also got fired from his job.
How do you fire him after seeing that bet? Why don't you at least give him a heads up, being like, dude, don't make that bet?
My guess is they probably wanted to fire him anyways, and then they saw that and they're like, okay, Bernie just gave us the perfect excuse for this.
Yeah, shit. Deontay Johnson had 860 yards, 870 yards, and 0 touchdowns.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. Yeah, I feel good about the Steelers going forward. Mike Tomlin, he's just a really fucking good coach. Every time I see a clip of Mike Tomlin on the sidelines, I get why everyone wants to play for him.
Yeah.
And why players just love him. He's just a guy. He's just a dude.
He's a big Frankie
Tank
fan, too.
Yeah, he knows how to fire up the guys.
Yep.
And the Browns, would we be shocked if Kevin Stefanski gets fired tomorrow?
I wouldn't be shocked at all.
No,
because
I wouldn't.
We erroneously credited Kevin Stefanski with that playoff win at Pittsburgh from back in 2020 when we were saying Like the Cleveland Browns should be lucky to have a coach that's taken them to a playoff win. That doesn't happen in Cleveland.
Right.
He wasn't the coach for that game.
Yeah, he wasn't. He had COVID.
He had
yeah.
COVID, so
Yeah.
somebody else coached that game.
Yeah.
That won. So I wouldn't be shocked. I think he's I don't know, like he started out hot, but then sometimes you watch him and you're like, why? How dumb can you be to not hand the ball off
Right.
to Chubb and Hunt
all
the time? And then
Right.
Watson, have we seen like any signs of improvement from Watson? Because he kind of Deshaun Watson doesn't look good
Okay. He's moving well.
physically.
Yeah.
Like he's fast.
Yeah, he's fast.
He's so
That's what I'm
fast,
saying. Yeah. He had a couple nice throws. That one he made to Amari Cooper, like when Amari Cooper was streaking down the sideline, that was a seed. But yeah, I mean, I think he'll be back to being Deshaun Watson, but who knows?
Yeah.
Hopefully not all the way.
No, not like
Right.
maybe 80%
Right.
of Deshaun.
Yeah. Hopefully Deshaun just being a good football player, nothing else.
Yeah.
So you don't want 100. What if that was his missing piece? It was like Samson's hair.
Yeah, that's his secret power. He's going to just be too horny.
Yeah. Too
And
horny
he's
to
gonna
play
have,
football.
He's going to have a lot of time on his hands this offseason.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the closing the book on the Steelers and Browns. All right, let's do some tank stuff because we had crazy tank drama. Texans 32, Colts 31. I fucking love Davis Mills. I was motherfucking him all game. What an insane ending. He converts a 4th and 12, a 4th and 20 for a touchdown. Max is just shaking his head. He's so angry. This was the game that not only gave the Bears the number 1 pick, but also made Max the bowling champion.
It was so dumb, that touchdown pass that he threw. I think that was the 4th and 20 that went right through the receiver or the defender's hand.
Yeah.
And then the receiver almost dropped it because he wasn't expecting to get the ball to him. He was
Yes.
like, well, there are 3 people that are going to intercept this ball. I don't even have to be ready to catch it. It just kind of landed in his lap.
And the 2-point conversion was equally as dumb. It was just basically that last drive for the Texans was just how many weird things are they really trying? Like, because it felt like the Texans came out to an early lead, and then it did feel like for a moment that Lovey said to them, "Hey guys, we're trying to lose." I think Lovey's probably going to get fired, like you said a couple weeks ago. So maybe he's like, "Fuck this, I'm winning."
That's what I thought. I think this was like a giant middle finger to the Texans organization on his way out the door because there were so many things he could have done to not win this game. He had ample opportunity. If Lovie Smith wanted to lose this game, he would have made damn sure to lose this game. And he was just saying, like, fuck you. You're going to fire me? Okay. Well, I'm going to cost you a draft slot.
And Davis Mills is playing for his future because he's probably not a starting quarterback, but at least he's a backup. So this, showing up in the fourth quarter when it mattered the most. Max, what are your thoughts?
Number 25, I just looked up. I think his name's Rodney Thomas. He should be evaluated by the NFL for rigging that game.
Okay.
Because that's the only explanation of how he it was like he put his hands down when it was coming towards him.
That's why he
had no interest of knocking that football down.
Yeah, he's not a wide receiver. That's why he plays defense.
He just got to touch it. He didn't even have to catch it.
It was crazy. It was an insane ending. I'm very happy it ended that way. Sam Ehlinger, unfortunately, Billy does suck.
I mean, if he was in a Shanahan offense, I think he'd have a lot of success.
That's true.
That's true. That's a really good point, Billy.
That's a good spin
That's
zone.
a really good point. Yeah, he had some questionable throws. He had a red zone interception. But fuck, man, the Texans, way to go. There's no reason they should have won this game.
Absolutely none.
None. And now, I mean, they have 2 picks. They have the 12th pick and the 2nd pick. But holy shit, there's no reason they should have won this game.
No. But congrats to Lovey. I hope that they keep him around. I don't think that they're going to. I think they're probably going to try to hire what's his name,
Josh
McCown.
Yeah.
This offseason.
And Jeff Saturday, see ya.
Yeah, so we learned from the last few weeks here. Jeff Saturday said that there's a chance that this could be the hardest thing he's ever done, and that it might all blow up in his face.
Yep.
He was right.
Correct.
He was right. He was right about being wrong.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Jeff Saturday. What a weird year this was for him, huh?
The whole thing.
The Saturday Christmas card that he sent out this holiday season. Never would have expected this to happen in his life.
Yeah.
So the question now becomes, like, does ESPN hire Jeff Saturday back? Because I don't know if I can trust his analysis anymore.
It's true.
On TV. I saw you coach, Jeff.
You can't do it.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
You better not criticize any of these guys.
No.
I read an article. It was really good reporting on The Athletic about Jim Irsay and the Colts in this last year and a half. And it was so funny because it was essentially like Jim Irsay tries to be a hands-off owner and not meddle. And then it all led up to their loss against the Jaguars in Week 18 last year. And the story goes that Jim Irsay decided literally as the game was going on that they had to get rid of Carson Wentz. And Frank Reich was the one who was like, I can fix him. And then he also decided, like, I got to get rid of Frank Reich. So he's been meddling as much as possible.
Yeah.
Hopefully he meddles all the way to clean all of the house. But, yeah, it's a mess in Indy.
Yeah, he's a meddler. It's foolish for Jim Irsay to deny that he's a meddler. That's what he does. It's what he's always done. He's hands-on, and he just gets vibes. He owns based off vibes sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes those vibes are right. Like, he got bad vibes from Carson Wentz in that playoff game last year. In the Week 18 game last year. He just got bad vibes from him. He was like, don't like this guy. Don't think he's going to be a good quarterback for my team. See ya. He was right about that.
He was dead right.
So sometimes the vibes are right. Sometimes the vibes are very wrong.
Yes.
It just depends on what kind of drug you're doing that day.
Yes. So the Colts have a lot of things to fix. They have the 4th pick, which leads us to Vikings 29, Bears 13. So the Bears, for the first time since 1947, have the first pick in the NFL draft. Pretty much a perfect ending to the season for me. I was ecstatic. I know that like people are like, well, you had the second pick. First pick does, like, with the quarterbacks at the top of the draft, it will make a big difference having the first pick versus second pick if you're going to trade it.
Yeah.
Because someone's going to want to jump in, especially with the Texans being number 2 and wanting a quarterback. Mm-hmm. So it could have worked out better. I'm ready for smokescreen season. I want to say something, and I want everyone to know that what I'm about to say is smokescreen. Justin Fields might not be the guy.
Yeah.
The Bears might draft a quarterback.
Listen, there's some really talented players in this draft, Big Cat.
Listen, if the Colts want to jump up to 1, if, I don't know, the Texans want to trade 2 and 12 to get their guy, the Bears might draft a quarterback.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just throwing that out there. This is just what I'm saying right now. So you better not wait and hope that they don't. You better trade and trade a lot for that number 1 pick.
Here's what you can also say is just that, when you finish a season like you did, when you're 3-14 in the NFL, nobody's job safe.
Yeah.
All positions are up for evaluation. So if we see a plus guy that's available and with the first overall pick at the quarterback position, well, you'd be a fool to not evaluate that person.
I'm just saying it. No, in all seriousness, Ryan Poles is definitely going to say shit like this where he like hints at he has actually started already where he's like, Justin Fields, incredible runner. We got to see if the passing comes along.
Yeah.
I'm all for everything he says that might be seen as a slight to Justin Fields right now if it means that we can get more for the first pick. Yeah, because you have to basically make the implication that you could potentially take a quarterback knowing they won't.
Yeah, I mean, all you have to do is just be like, well, we also have Nathan Peterman, so we have to look to upgrade all the quarterback positions.
Dude, Peterman was good today.
He was not bad.
They literally had to put in Tim Boyle because Peterman was doing too well.
Well, at the time, I think Peterman was like 4 for 9 for 40 yards, but no interceptions yet.
But they threw in Tim Boyle. He threw 2 picks.
Immediately, yeah, which was great. But you would think that by starting Nathan Peterman, you're guaranteeing yourself of at least 3 interceptions.
Yes.
And we didn't get any of that today. So they were like, yeah, you're right. They had to call in the big guns, be like, we need somebody that's going to turn the ball over for us. Please.
Right, exactly. So, yeah, this season, as bad as it was at times and frustrating, the Bears have their guy in Justin Fields. They have the number 1 pick. Shut up, Ravens fans who are like, thanks for the 33rd pick. Or, sorry, Steelers fans for the 33rd pick. I get it. I know. They were 1-7 in one-score games, and they have a shitload of cap. But I think they have the most cap space in the NFL. Mm-hmm. So there's optimism. There's a lot of moves that have to go right for the optimism to turn into reality. But there's optimism. I also want to share a quick tweet with you. This is from Greg Gabriel, who is a former scout for the Bears, and he does some reporting now. He tweeted on September 25th this year, the quote-unquote experts said the Bears would only win 3 games all year. They've won 2 of their first 3. Do these same quote-unquote experts feel the Bears will go 1-14 the rest of the way? Just an all-time tweet. An all-time tweet.
That's awesome.
You can't have it go worse than that.
That's awesome. I mean, this ended up being a great season for you in the most fucked up way possible.
Yes.
This is if you're going to lose, you want the number 1 pick.
Yes.
Go for the entire thing.
And I really do think that trading with I mean, I'm looking at you, Colts. Colts, you want a quarterback? If like they somehow were able to swap picks with the Colts have the number 4 pick, then you still get Jalen Carter or Will Anderson, and you get more picks out of it.
Yeah.
Like this should, on paper, be able to be like a huge haul for the Bears to get better on across the team. Because that's the thing. The Bears have 18 holes. I don't know, like 20 positions they need to upgrade.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of work, but having the first pick is a great start.
You'd much rather have the first pick than have like the 4th pick in
Yeah.
that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Colts should be
Everyone's
they
there's
should
2
be eyeing you down.
quarterbacks.
They should be eyeing you down hard.
Come get it. We'll fucking take Bryce Young. Come get it.
I mean Bryce Young, I think there's a lot of stuff out there about him, not looking so tall. I heard Kurt Herbstreit talking about that last week.
Oh, he's very short.
I've heard other people talking about it. I think there might actually be some truth to that because he's listed at 6 feet.
Yeah, no, he's like,
and he's
5'9", 5'10".
He's like 5'9".
Yeah,
like 5'9.5".
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's like really short.
But here's what people are going to say about him. If your team drafts Bryce Young, what you need to say is his first love was actually basketball, and he plays quarterback position like a point guard.
Okay, I like that. Yeah.
So you just do it that way.
Yeah, it's smart.
Where the sport that also you need to be tall, he couldn't play. So he went to another sport where you should also be tall, and he can't.
You know who else is short? Messi.
True. Facts.
Greatest soccer player of all time.
Facts. Pete Prisco's going to fucking have a field day.
Yeah.
With Bryce Young.
Well,
not being able to see over the big uglies
Pete
in
Prisco
front.
is also a self-hating short man.
Oh, yeah.
He's 5'2".
Big time. But yeah, Bears season, mission accomplished. And Vikings, 13-4.
Yep.
What a season.
Congratulations.
They did actually, it was smart that they played their starters in the first half to just get the stink out of that Packers game out of their mouth. But we'll see. Vikings versus Giants. Whose line is it anyway?
I think it's going to be Vikings -6.
Oh, I was going to say it's going to be the same thing it was 3 weeks ago. I think it was 3.
3?
Is
4.
it? Oh. Yeah, because it was 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
I don't think anything's changed. I think they're just going to go run it back. 3.
I think I'm going to take the Giants.
They had him too, right? That game.
Yeah, the Vikings kind of let him back in, and then the Giants scored and got a 2-point conversion. So, yeah, that will be a fun game to watch.
Is that 4 field goals in this game already?
Yes.
Yeah. In the second quarter?
Yes.
9-3.
Yes. All right. Games that didn't mean anything, and then we will do an ad and go to the afternoon games. Panthers 10. Yeah, Panthers 10, Saints 7. Did someone tell Sam Darnold that he had the job no matter what before the game?
That's the only explanation I can think of because with one drive left in the game, it was like 2 minutes in the fourth quarter, and he had 20 yards passing.
PFT, he finished 5 for 15, 43 yards, 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and of those 43 yards or whatever, half of them came on one pass on the final drive of the game.
Crazy.
It was nuts.
I think someone definitely was like, Sam Darnold, you've done enough. Don't worry about today.
Or maybe the owner was like, hey, we are tanking this game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and the Saints defense started playing great towards the end, and they might be my team that no one would have wanted to play in the playoffs.
Saints?
Yeah, Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
Why not?
I would not want to play against the Saints.
No, they would just
be
for real.
They would be boring. That's the problem. The Saints, I don't know what they're going to do at the end of the season. They might fire their guy, Dennis Allen. I would fire him.
Bring back Sean Payton.
I would fire him. They should request an interview with Sean Payton.
Yeah, I mean,
he never wanted to leave, I don't think. I think he was just trying to go to Miami.
Right.
And then that whole situation blew up in his face. He would probably go back he probably wants a quarterback back there. He probably doesn't want to come back to coach Andy Dalton. Jameis is there. If I'm Jameis, I'm getting the hell out of New Orleans.
Yeah.
Like, you probably could have gotten way more money these last couple of years somewhere else.
Yes.
Somewhere that would love you and use you the way that you want to be used.
I just not abuse you.
I want to see him be happy.
Yes,
I'd agree. He's not happy right now.
I'd agree. Yeah, this game meant nothing except the only thing that was relevant was Max and I going head-to-head. Max, you won this one.
Who cares?
You're really bummed out, aren't you?
Yeah, hard body's over. Hard body's dead. I'm gonna
what?
Eat so many hot dogs.
It's January 9th.
Yeah, I got to eat 12 hot dogs.
Well, that's one day.
12 hot dogs for you.
All right. Actually, can I just say...
Wait, so you're going to bowl 180?
Wait, to back up Max, if I had lost it absolutely would have been over for me too. I would have been like, diet's over. I gotta in like 3 weeks. I gotta eat a shitload of hot dogs. What's the point?
That's exactly what is going through my head right now. It's like, what's the point of being healthy if I got to eat 15 hot dogs?
One
What if
day.
you bowl 179? That's where
I know,
the
that's
drama will be.
Drink a beer.
Yeah, drink a couple beers.
Wait, you can't do it after that.
We did throw out the idea to make it maybe a little more interesting to have Billy drink all of Jake's beers for him.
Yeah, I'm not drinking beer. For
Yeah,
this.
and let Billy just get drunk. Billy just do a case race next to
Let's
Jake.
do it, Billy.
Sneaky, I'm down.
Yo,
Oh, yeah, no,
no way.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Low key.
No one
Billy's
expected that.
always will fucking step up for the boys.
I actually think that what Billy should do is he should be able to drink Jake's beers, but he can't talk at all. Just get Billy like in a room, totally quiet, and you get to drink all the beer you want, but you can't say a word.
That sounds pretty chill too. Can I listen to a podcast? Yeah.
Get drunk and listen to a podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Okay, Falcons, Bucs. Who cares? Falcons 30, Bucs 17. I mean, the Bucs tried for a little bit, and they were winning for a little bit, and that's it. I don't really have anything else to say about that. Falcons have. I mean, are the Falcons going to draft a quarterback?
The Bucs are smart. Yeah, the Falcons are. Yeah, I think they will.
So, dude, you might want to come up to the first pick, Falcons.
We got that text thread.
Yeah.
Go after Smith, hit him up, and be like, hey, we're thinking about taking a quarterback.
Yeah, we're thinking about Bryce Young. So, what are you going to do
Make
about
me
it?
an offer.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game was really inconsequential. The Bucs did the right thing, I think. You put your guys out there, you had them get warmed up, go through the motions again, so they stayed in like a pattern of playing football every week, and then you got them out of the game before anybody got hurt. It's smart.
I think their center did get hurt.
Oh, really?
I think
That's
one
tough.
of their offensive linemen did get hurt, and Russell Gage.
Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah. So,
Flicker PFT.
Lions.
Good call, Jake. Let's go, Lions.
Lions. We'll talk about.
Flag.
There's a flag. We'll talk about this game. Let's you know what? Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll have watched the entire game, so we can talk about the game right after. Does that
Love it.
sound good for everyone?
Perfect.
That was our Falcons Bucs recap.
We're going to get back to more games in a second. Before we do, it's brought to you by Instacart. I love Instacart. I like getting Cool Ranch Doritos on my Instacart. Cool Ranch Doritos and some salsa. Nothing like a great game day snack. Instacart is the leading online grocery platform in North America. With Instacart, the world is your cart. With each cart you build, there are endless possibilities to create stories with the products that Instacart helps deliver. Instacart helps deliver all these possibilities with a fast and efficient shopping experience, fast and flexible delivery in as fast as an hour, or you can select a delivery window. The possibilities are endless because Instacart has the widest choice in terms of items of any technology platform that helps deliver groceries from over 800 retailers. Get whatever you need from grocery, household essentials, electronics, home improvement, alcohol, pets, beauty, and more. Get free delivery when you cart your first order on the Instacart app and instacart.com. Offer valid for a limited time. Minimum order $10. Additional terms apply.
Okay, we're back. We watched Sunday Night Football, and Aaron Rodgers is dead.
I think he's retired. I think he's done. He didn't talk much after the game. They asked him for a jersey swap. He said, no, I was thinking about hang on to this one. And then he walked into the hallway with Randall Cobb.
Arm in arm.
Arm in arm. His old buddy. There was a cameraman. He pushed the cameraman out of the way. There's a bit of that going around in Green Bay
Assault.
this week. And it looks like, I don't know, as a body language expert, I think that Aaron Rodgers has retired from football as first reported by Part of My Take.
All right, we have breaking news.
Oh my
We're going to get
God.
right back to it. Jake
I went 1 for 6.
Jake could
not over.
Breaking news.
Not over.
Jake could not have been more wrong.
False. I could have been more wrong because I got Giants Vikings.
Oh
Factor fix.
my
1 for 6.
gosh.
1 for 6. Fake news.
Okay, you botched this.
No, I did not.
Saturday
1 for 6.
to start off the playoffs is the
Said I could've done- couldn't have been
Seahawks
more
at the
wrong.
49ers. Saturday night.
Uh-huh.
Chargers at the
Can't believe
Jaguars.
the Chargers. Jags is not
Sunday
the 4:30
afternoon,
game.
1 o'clock, Dolphins, Bills. Then followed by Giants, Vikings, Ravens, Bengals for Sunday Night Football.
That's surprising to me that they put the Ravens and the Bengals Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, and then
They must
Bucs,
have Lamar's playing.
and then
Yeah.
Bucs,
They would not do that if he wasn't playing.
Cowboys to finish it off on Monday night. Jake, you were wrong.
Could have been worse.
Barely.
Yeah.
You guys want me to be negative so bad. It's not going to work.
Well, I mean, you were wrong. You were very wrong.
I got 1 for 6 on something I'm not an expert in. I can't believe the Jaguars is not 4:30 Saturday.
Yeah, we all thought it. All right, so back to Aaron Rodgers being dead. The Packers lost to a Lions team that didn't have anything to play for. Oh my God, was that good? And it was, and the lasting image is an Aaron Rodgers interception. They're dead. All that talk, all that comeback, dead. This has been truly a great day for me.
And shout out to Detroit, because this is like, I'm going to count this as a playoff victory for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
This is as good as a playoff victory. And like looking back, how did they lose to the Panthers?
Yeah.
That's probably got to be pretty frustrating. But this is as good as a playoff victory. You eliminated a division rival. You won in Lambeau.
Not that hard to do for
a
lot of teams if they're a playoff game.
Last game of the year. You killed Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Skip had Skip Bayless, who everyone loves his tweets, always spot on. He had a great point. There's actually 3 straight playoff losses for Aaron Rodgers at Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
So 3 straight years, 3 straight playoff losses. Because this was a playoff game, and the Packers are dead. I'm upset that I can't listen to ESPN Milwaukee right now and listen to people being like, blow the whole franchise up and play in the dome. The Lions were awesome, and Dan Campbell's building something. And guess what? I think Jared Goff is the quarterback.
I think they're going to keep him around. So next year, I think he gets like $25 million.
How
good
can
for
you
Jared.
not?
Yeah. He is fucking good.
Yeah, the offense has been electric in Detroit this year.
And the last thing, Ben Johnson, their offensive coordinator, hope he doesn't get poached. The one thing, and I can say this because Jared's a good friend of mine, is playing in the cold, and he proved it tonight. He can play in the cold.
Yep,
easy,
Cali boy,
no
can do
problem. Last mission accomplished. The Packers are dead. And they died in such a beautiful fashion. Quay Walker pushing a trainer, stupid penalties, interceptions. Man, that felt so good. And I had a poll. I just put out a poll just to see. I asked everyone to be unbiased, and the poll was simple: would you rather barely miss the playoffs or have the number 1 pick? And 80.8% voted number 1 pick. 65,000 votes. I'd actually argue that the number 1 pick, if you can't win the Super Bowl, that's the second best spot to be in. Number 1 pick.
Yeah,
you're the number 1 pick.
Otherwise, you just get really tired and you have to go through the playoffs.
Yeah, you're just a loser. Number 1 pick. When the calendar turns, who's in the driver's seat? The number 1 pick.
Actually, I would rather end the season with like maybe a late round drafted quarterback that plays like he would be the number 1 pick. Mm-hmm. So then you have 2 number 1 picks.
That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point. All right, so yeah, the schedule is out. Jake completely botched it. He's our
mostly botched it.
He's our what's his name? Steve Kornacki.
Kornacki, yeah.
Jake Kornacki.
PFC hates that guy, so I'd hope I'm not in this category.
I don't
You
hate
couldn't
that
have gotten
guy.
him. You're like Nate Silver in 2016.
I don't hate him. He's just a nerd with freak stats.
Yeah. You don't even have the freak stats. You're just wrong. You got them all wrong.
They bring
I didn't.
They bring that guy
Pretty
out.
much. I mean, yeah, you did. Yeah. Anyone could have gotten 1 right.
They bring that guy
Except
out
you.
and they add.
I didn't even make a prediction.
Exactly. You get 1 right.
I mean, I would have gotten at least 4.
He's got you there.
Yeah, I would have gotten 4 or 5 at least. You got them all wrong. We might have to reassess the flex job.
I'm 1-0 my last one.
Which one?
Flex of the year.
I feel like we're going to
Assisted by
for the divisional round.
What?
Assisted by
You.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, you just I thought you had the schedule nailed, and it was just.
Yeah.
What do you know about schedules, Billy?
There's 17 weeks in a season. So no.
I feel like Billy's got the bends, by the way, because he's like he's a little subdued today.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty tired.
Yeah, do you have
I don't know what's going on.
I think
He's
Billy
very
just
subdued.
got a lot of perspective going down under the water.
I'm low energy today, guys.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring it, but working on it.
It's tough when you go to the bottom of the world and then have to come back up where the mortals live.
Billy's being low key right now.
Yeah, real low key. All right, so yeah, the Packers are dead. I don't know. Do you think this is Aaron Rodgers' last game?
Yeah, no, I just said I think that he's actually done. If you look at what happened after the game, this looks like he's done.
Wow.
I think he's finished.
Wouldn't that be sweet?
I think he's finished. We put out a stat a second ago that he has the exact same number of playoff victories since 2017 as Blake Bortles, which I think is a little bit insulting to Blake that you said that and compared him to Aaron Rodgers. But it just numbers never lie. I mean, Jake, you know me. I love my numbers. Mm-hmm. They have the exact same amount of playoff victories.
Same exact amount of NFC championships as Rex Grossman.
And Super Bowl since 2017, too.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Man, this was good. This was a great day. I feel great. Packers fans, I'm sorry. I will put my hand up. I didn't realize while we were watching the game that the Lions had already been eliminated. And I'm an NFC North guy through and through, so I always want as many NFC North teams in the playoffs. So I fucked up. I would have been rooting for the Packers if I had known that. But so I made a mistake.
I actually do feel bad for Packers fans.
I don't.
I'm on Packers fans' side in this because
I don't.
What we saw tonight was an embarrassment for Packers fans. Like it's sad that they have to deal with that type of product being put on the field.
Yep.
And it's sad that they have to watch their not just one first-round pick, but both of their first-round picks on defense assault training staff members tonight. Especially given what we've seen this week and how important the training staff is. I feel bad for Packers fans that they have to deal with that. You guys don't deserve that.
I don't.
You guys don't deserve it.
I don't feel bad for them
You
at all.
deserve better than that.
I don't feel bad for them all. Okay, so Packers are eliminated. Seahawks are in the playoffs. Kind of weird. We expected all day that the Packers would be the ones that would get there, and now it's like, oh, shit. We might as well start with them. The Seahawks are in the fucking playoffs. Flip the page. They just couldn't have enacted a better revenge on Russell Wilson than what happened this season. Pete Carroll takes the Seahawks to the playoffs. Everyone thought they were going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL going into this season. Geno Smith is starting a playoff game. It's crazy. And that game today was nuts because they tried to give it away. Baker Mayfield, he had a couple moments, and then he had the pick in overtime. But man, the Seahawks tried to lose it 6 different times. But they made the playoffs. They're playing the 49ers. They'll probably get shit pumped by the 49ers, but they made the playoffs. And they also have the 5th pick in the draft.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's pretty damn good.
And you've got you don't have Russell Wilson. So
yes.
That's another bonus thing that you have working for
And you're
you.
in the playoffs.
And you're in the playoffs. Geno Smith is he's a free agent this year, so someone's going to pay him. Geno's going to get a shitload of money. I hope it's not my team, but somebody's going to pay Geno Smith. Maybe the Jets, Billy?
He's coming home, baby.
Yeah? Wow, what a he would stink right away.
Yeah.
He'd get off the plane and roll his ankle.
You get that Jets back in him.
Yeah.
Turn into old Geno.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great season if you're a Seahawks fan.
Great.
The Seahawks, you made the playoffs. That's good. You're not going to beat the 49ers, but you can lie to yourself and just go back. Here's what you should do if you're a Seahawks fan this week. Go back and watch old playoff games and watch old NFC West rivalry games when it was the Legion of Boom, because those were some awesome games. It was like Kaepernick against those Seahawks. You would beat them up. Just go watch some of those and be like, it's the same uniforms that are going to be playing this weekend. You never know.
It doesn't even matter if they're not going to win this game, but it doesn't matter. They broke up with their girlfriend. They lost a lot of weight. Their girlfriend lost his job. Got the boss fired too on the way out. Everything has gone wrong in her life, and you're living your best life.
Yeah, you're good.
You got the dream job. You're looking great.
Yeah,
you got a new girlfriend. She's hot.
She's back on Plenty of Fish. You're on Raya right now. You're cruising those internet streets.
It's you couldn't have won a breakup better than what the Seahawks did this year, and you have the 5th pick.
Yep.
It's insane. So congrats to the Seahawks. As for the Rams, everything points towards Sean McVay possibly taking I've heard it be deemed a hiatus, so he's going to take at least a year off. What are you going to say, Hank?
Am I wrong in thinking that Sean McVay is very smart for being the Rams coach, but if this were any other franchise, they would hate him and be furious at it?
For being 1 foot out the door?
And just basically like tanking the team's future to win the Super Bowl last year, but then abandoning them.
It's like doesn't matter, win a ring.
Well, he also isn't the GM.
I think so. Hank, we all can't be lucky enough to have 17-year dynasties.
I didn't say it as a fact. I raised a question and asked a
So
question.
I get what you're saying. I've also heard it through sources, and not really just really reading articles, that he might take a year off, and the Rams are like, when you want to come back, you're our coach. I don't know how that would work. I don't know how that would
Sabbatical?
work.
He's taking a sabbatical?
I have no idea how that would work. But that also is Les Snead. Like, he's the GM. He's the one who mortgaged the future for a ring. So, I don't know. You can't be that mad. He gave you a lot of good years. He took you to 2 Super Bowls, won one of them. What are you going to say, Billy?
I think he's going to be this generation's John Gruden.
Oh.
I think that's
bad
his
emails?
progression.
Yeah.
No, just like every time there's a vacancy, and if he goes into media, he's going to be a name.
Well,
His
yeah,
name
that's
gets brought up, yeah.
100% what's going to – I mean, if he's in media, he can just name his spot to go back. I think he actually probably is a little mad at himself for not doing this last year, after the Super Bowl.
He fucked it up. He fucked it up big time. Like, if he had known that this season was going to turn out the way that it did, he definitely would not have come back.
Yeah.
But the nice thing is if you get into media, all of a sudden you're working around all other media people. So if you want your name to be leaked, just like go next door and whisper into Peter King's head and be like, hey, so I'm being considered right now as the next coach of the Miami Dolphins. And the next thing you know, that's a report, and then people will talk about you.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be able to have
Anything.
The world is his oyster. He should have retired after last year.
Yeah.
Go make a shitload of money on TV. You work like 10 hours a week. And then whenever you feel like you want to get back in coaching again, you can pick a spot that's like set up for the future. A team that has like multiple draft picks. It's going to pay you a shitload of money. That's probably what he'll do.
Yeah, exactly. Also, breaking news. We should have mentioned this as well. Breaking news. Lovie Smith has been fired.
Yes.
So we alluded to it at the first part of the show when we were taping before. He did actually get fired. Goes out a king. Goes out with pride.
Yeah.
I love him forever.
He got fired because he won a game.
Yeah.
That's what it came down to. I think that I think he would have kept his job if he had lost because they probably asked him. And I do want to know what those conversations are like between an ownership and a head coach.
They were probably just like, dude, what were you thinking? There was no reason for us to win this game. Max now has to bowl.
I want to know the conversations that happen like before the games, though. How they're able to tell them to lose without – because they want to be very careful in the way that they say things. Like the Dolphins, the whole what was he trying to pay him, like $100,000 per loss?
Yeah.
A couple seasons ago. I want to know how like delicate they are and what kind of code words they use.
I think that going for 2 is kind of him trying to lose it.
Ooh.
Love it.
I mean, it was kind of a bad play.
Yeah, in trying to – because he could have just tied it up, right?
Yeah, they could have tied it up.
And then gone into overtime. So that's kind of what you would do if you were playing to win.
Yeah.
I think the way that they probably do it, the ownership would probably be like, we want to see what our young guys have for us. We want to see like how much depth we have for next year, which is essentially code for just like start the backups.
And again, I mean, Davis Mills is playing for his job, so it's hard to tell a guy who like is literally playing for his livelihood going forward in the NFL, like, hey, dude, try to throw this game or really suck.
Right.
Yeah. And a lot of guys, that goes for a lot of guys who are playing. All right. So, yeah, Seahawks in the playoffs, number 7 seed, playing at 4:30 on Saturday, which is the game that Jake predicted was going to be the Jaguars Chargers. He was wrong about that one. He's just looking at me.
I think we're all wrong about that one, though.
No, we
right?
were. We were all wrong
Yeah.
about that. We were all dead wrong about that one. I even said it in Boomers. I absolutely thought that was. We all thought it. I guess the Jaguars. That's like a big come up.
Yeah.
They got the promotion to Saturday night.
They're a night team now.
I love that.
That's
the vibes in Jacksonville at night are awesome.
Everyone there is going to be so drunk.
Yeah.
It's going to be incredible.
It's going to be sick. All right, so back to the other games. Broncos 31, Chargers 28. Brandon Staley is the biggest idiot in the world. I don't know why he was playing all his starters for the entire game. Mike Williams got carted off with a back injury. So the Chargers, when they started this game, when this game kicked off, they knew that they were playing for absolutely nothing.
Yep.
Literally nothing. I think he said afterwards it was for momentum or whatever. But you had Mike Williams get hurt. You had Bosa. I think he left the game possibly injured, didn't come back, but that also could be like a plan. But holy shit, what an idiot.
Yeah,
like a really dumb thing for him to do, to be playing, be the coach of probably the most snake-bitten franchise of all time, playing in a game that means absolutely nothing 6 days before your playoff game, and be like, yeah, let's play everyone.
Yeah, so he was asked about it after the game. He said, these aren't easy decisions. They're not easy decisions, and hindsight is perfect for everybody on the outside, but these games are not easy to manage. They're not because you don't have that many players. We did it to the best of our ability. And to be fair to Brandon Staley, you can't possibly predict that if you've got like Keenan Allen and Mike Williams on your team or Joey Bosa, that maybe one of those guys could get injured
That'd
or have
be
like
crazy.
a soft tissue injury.
That'd be crazy.
He's not some sort of psychic. He doesn't see the future.
No. Yeah, there's no way he could tell that. So, and the Broncos, I feel like Russ was basically said, I need to play well enough that Sean Payton wants to come and coach me. Because he actually did play well today. He had 3 touchdowns. He was moving around in the pocket, throwing deep balls. He basically said to himself, looked at himself in the mirror, was like, Mr. Unlimited, you got to do this so that you get a decent coach next year, not like the 5th or 6th choice that doesn't want to coach me.
Their offense is twice as good as it was before they fired Hackett, in terms of points per games. So the question that you have to ask yourself is, one, should you sign Russ Wilson to an extension right now? I think you got to lock that guy up. The last 2 games he's been playing, it's been incredible. The second thing is they asked Russ after the game what the explanation was, like why is the offense so much better now? And he's like, well, we're relying more on the running game and then building off of that using play action. Just remind me a second, Big Cat, when Russell Wilson, when he left Seattle, the main reason why was because he didn't want to keep playing in a rush-first, play-action predicated offense.
He wanted to cook.
He wanted to cook. And so now that's what they're doing. I think Nathaniel Hackett, if he could go back in time, he would be like, well, first of all, probably not take that job.
Yeah.
Secondly, maybe stick to surgery. And then third,
definitely still do the interview with us because we waited till like week 12 to start making fun of him.
That was definitely a good PR move on his part.
That was probably his best coaching decision all year.
Yeah, so he probably would go back and say, I'm going to run the offense that I want to run and not just like be complacent to all of Russell Wilson's thoughts.
Yes.
And feelings.
Yes.
And also I'm taking away Russell Wilson's office and parking spaces.
Yes. All of that. But yeah, Russ Wilson maybe did enough that someone's be like, oh, he's not bad.
He did show you enough these last couple weeks. Watching him play, he looked a little bit like the old Russ.
Yeah. All right, next up, Eagles 22, Giants 16. Eagles get the 1 seed. Hank? Cowboys were going to get the 1 seed.
Daniel Jones plays this game. It's a different story, but
what about the Cowboys losing?
They kind of got their ass kicked today.
That part.
Yeah,
also,
I wasn't, Sam Howell, absolute wagon.
Yeah.
I just, like, this game for me, I had the can't lose parlay, and
it
Eagles
hurt.
6.5.
It hurt.
Just was a soul-crushing loss.
Especially after the Hungry Dog lost in the first leg.
Yeah.
The Hungry Dog went, oh, no, the Lions. The Lions won.
Yeah. And the Rams, I took them because you said I think the Rams are going to win.
Because McVay, That was, I said that on Friday. So that was just, can you admit that was just troll shit?
No, I mean, I believed it. I just didn't realize Daniel Jones wasn't going to play. I didn't realize that the Cowboys weren't going to try against the Commanders and that Sam Howell's a beast. The Eagles almost lost to the fucking JV squad Giants, so I'm not thrilled if I'm Max.
Max, are you thrilled?
I want to answer that without. Yes, I'm not thrilled, but it's not because you said that I'm not thrilled.
You're not owned. I'm not owned.
Yeah.
Not mad right now.
No, I'm worried about Hurts' health.
Mm-hmm. Why? He didn't look good today?
But I thought it was confirmed that he was totally fine.
Well, it was confirmed that he was going to play.
But also that he was fine.
Did he not play well?
He didn't play great, and the more concerning thing is after the game of just everyone talking about how much pain he's in.
Oh.
That's not good.
What?
Pain everywhere?
Hurts is in pain?
Hurts is hurt.
There's
but you got the bye week.
Yeah, you got some time to get healthy.
The bye week is nice.
Lane Johnson's coming back.
Lane will be back. He probably will also be in some pain.
It would be nice if you could just have Boston Scott play against the Giants every single game.
Boston Scott's the best. He really is the best. It was great. The fact
60. Did you know that 60% of his career touchdowns have come against the Giants?
Yeah, it's like
That's
the
a
meme
fun
that goes through Philly Twitter every single time we play the Giants is Boston Scott anytime touchdown score, and it hits every time. It's
Yeah.
the only team he scores against. Best.
All right, so yeah, he said he was in pain afterwards throwing. That doesn't feel
The quarterback?
Yeah.
You should just shoot it up.
Fuck you, Hank.
I'm just just making sure that the guy that throws the ball professionally being hurt when he throws
He's got a week,
going into the playoffs.
but he's a warrior.
That's true.
He's going to grind it out.
He's got a week.
We got
he's got a
to really root for the Giants here, Max. We got to root for the Giants.
Who do you want to play, man?
No,
Giants.
I mean, I don't. I'm not really scared of anybody in the divisional round.
Totally not. Totally not.
Who am I supposed to be scared of?
Left hand
The
up.
Bucs?
Fuck the Bucs.
The
I'll take the
Cowboys?
Bucs. Fuck the Cowboys looked horrible today.
Yeah, they did.
We need
What
the
a-
Cowboys.
Yeah, give me the Cowboys. Give me the Cowboys.
We need
Hank's number 1 seed.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
when you'll see why in a couple weeks.
Oh man. Okay.
It
All
is-
right.
it is good
fine.
that you've got 2 weeks, though. That's
Yeah, we got to get healthy.
Just get healthy.
Got to come to the link.
Got to come to the
Gotta
link.
come to the
Coach,
link.
You got to maybe get batteries thrown at you.
No
Gotta
matter
come
what,
to the link.
no matter what, who wins that game, Cowboys.
No, if the
Bucs?
if the Giants or
okay.
Seahawks
Yeah,
win,
it's-
they would go.
You don't know
If
ball.
the
That's
Seahawks,
fine. You don't
yeah,
know
you
ball.
don't know ball.
It
I,
reseeds.
the way you said it,
reseeds.
I
No,
was
it reseeds.
confused.
It's fine.
Yeah, all right.
No, I mean,
I
the
was
best
clarifying.
best case scenario is Seahawks shock the world.
Yeah.
That would be best case scenario for the.
Give me the fucking
Eagles.
Cowboys.
Oh, he's calling them out.
I want the Cowboys.
That's a call out. That's a
want the
call out.
Cowboys.
I actually should say right now because we just out in the open. I'm going to bet the Buccaneers. I think.
Yeah, well, of course.
Yeah.
Tom Brady has
Yeah.
never lost to the Cowboys. This is
Whose line is it anyway?
I'm going to say
Cowboys minus.
It's at Tampa Bay.
I think it's a
I know
pick 'em.
you're struggling with the fact that the Cowboys are not the one.
I think it's a
seed.
pick 'em.
Cowboys.
I'm going to
minus
say Cowboys minus. What'd you say? 2?
2.
Do I go 1.5 or 2.5? 2.5.
Cowboys -3.
Got
Wow,
him.
I love the Bucs.
I love the Bucs.
I love the Bucs in this.
Please, let the Cowboys fans bet that line.
I mean, you see the Cowboys today? Dog shit team.
Brady's never
Dog
lost
shit
to them, right?
organization.
yeah, but
Never
Brady's never
lost.
lost to him. Yeah, let's talk about that game. Commanders,
Wait, real quick. We
Yeah.
should let's not bury the lead here in the Giants-Eagles game. Galladay caught a touchdown pass.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
His first touchdown pass for the New York Giants. They've paid him $36 million for one touchdown at this point. So he's, 2 years into the 4-year, $72 million contract? It's never a good thing when you Google somebody and the first thing that pops up after their name is contract.
Yep.
Because then you know it's a bad contract.
Yeah.
That's never happened to anybody that's on a good contract.
That's
where
a
everyone's
fact.
Googling how much money they make
That is a
because they're
fact.
so poor. So, yeah, Galladay, one touchdown. I hope he only gets one
yeah.
for the Giants.
Yeah.
They hate him so much,
Well,
Giants fans do.
maybe he's just warming up. Maybe he's just warming up for the playoffs.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just a primetime guy.
Yeah.
He makes big plays in big games.
Yeah, and what did he end up 72 catches away from getting his incentive?
Yeah,
Something like that.
Yeah,
Memes loved that one.
he did.
Yeah, he was sharing it everywhere. Okay, yeah. Commanders, Cowboys, you guys whooped them.
Yeah, it was a whomping.
Fucking killed them.
Sam Howell is the future, baby. He looked good enough for me to lie to myself for an offseason to get excited about a year of Sam Howell. That's really all I needed out of him. And he was able to do that. Also, when a player's first pass that they ever throw in the NFL goes for a touchdown, to me that just tells me that they're going to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Like that's an amazing start. It's a perfect start to their career.
I'd agree.
So yeah, Sam Howell got Major Tutty, saw his first win in person today.
Love it.
That was big of us. And Taylor Heineke was the first guy clapping him up, rooting him on the sidelines.
Teammate.
I'm excited. Taylor Heineke is now the next member of a long list of former Washington Commanders that go to a new team, and I just root like hell for him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I'm at.
Why
with my
can't he
Taylor
be the
Heineke.
backup?
You think he wants to stick around after what happened this
I
year?
don't know. Well, Ron Rivera might not.
No, that's the thing about the organization right now is Snyder's trying to sell the team.
Right.
You can't fire a coach right now.
True.
Because then who would want to come be the coach knowing that once they sell the team, you're probably going to get fired again.
Yeah.
And if you can get somebody that wants that job, that person probably sucks.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
It's stupid.
That's a good point. Yeah, so the Dak Prescott, 7 straight games with an interception. He stinks.
He's bad.
I don't believe in him whatsoever. I'm sorry. I just don't. I know that he's like good-ish. I don't.
He's like good in theory.
Right.
He's good in theory, and God damn it, Max is still upset about all the comparisons to Carson Wentz.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
You can see him fuming.
But it's if you're a Cowboys fan, I've noticed that we talk a lot of shit about a lot of different fan bases or a lot of teams. On the show. Cowboys fans are pretty silent when we talk shit about their organization.
I think enough years have just gone by that it's tough for them.
I think it's embarrassing to be a Cowboys fan.
Yeah. Yeah, and like we went through that conversation about what was the point in every season that essentially like the Cowboys hype reached its fevered pitch, and that guy actually went through the last 20 years for me and pointing to every single game, and it feels like we've passed that moment. I feel like the Colts, when they kicked the shit out of the Colts, that was it, and the Cowboys are going to be out. I don't know, maybe they'll win a game, but they got to play Tom Brady.
Yeah. This all points to a collapse. Now, has there ever been a coach that was fired after winning a playoff game?
After going to 2 straight playoffs.
After going to 2 straight playoffs.
I'm sure. I mean, Mike McCarthy, he had that dumb fat face on today.
If you Jerry Jones probably wanted to fire Mike McCarthy after this game.
Yeah.
Even though like they have a playoff game. They're still very much alive.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was they just weren't ready to play today.
It's also one of those games where you could have easily just played your backups and been like, we're not trying.
Yeah.
Instead, they were just not trying with all their starters.
Yeah.
Makes it look way worse.
Yeah, that was against their like starting defense.
Yeah.
And Sam Howell, he didn't like set the world on fire. I think he had 180 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. For the most part, besides that bad pick, he took care of the ball, and he's a decent runner. I'm starting to soften my take that I can't trust him because he doesn't eat red meat.
Yeah, yeah. And shout out Max, by the way. He had this game nailed. He had the under. He picked it. Fucking nailed it. Like, I mean, that was never even close.
Yeah, you got that one, Max.
Anything, Max? I mean, that was a great pick.
Yeah, great pick.
You nailed that one, dude.
As a fan of a joke of a franchise, because I don't want to just lash out at Cowboys fans without realizing I'm in a glass house here, because my franchise is a massive joke. I do feel compelled to point out sometimes when they do something right. Mm-hmm. I unironically like Major Tuddy.
Yeah.
I like the Hog. People are giving him a lot of shit because I think it's everyone's reflex knee-jerk reaction when the Commanders do anything, make fun of them, and 99% of the time that's the correct reaction to have to whatever they do. I like Major Tuddy, but he needs a bigger ass. If he's supposed to be an offensive lineman, he's got to have big legs and he's got to have a big ass.
I agree.
He doesn't have a big ass. They gave him like padding around his waistline, so he's got a stomach but no ass. Give the Hog an ass.
Yeah. What do you
Billy?
say, Billy?
I think he looks too much like a farm pig.
Okay.
Too edible. He looks like
that's what I was gonna say.
Like Porky Pig. I'm like, that's bacon. It's not very intimidating.
It's what you eat.
You need like a wild hog.
Wild hog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need something that will fuck some shit up.
That's
you need
too
to
domestic.
You need to get in a helicopter to gun him down.
Okay, here's
Animal Farm.
Yeah. Here's what we do. We give him a bigger ass, and then we give him some stubble. I think if he had like stubble, like a beard,
like a feral hog.
Yeah,
like maybe he's working a 9 to 5 he hates.
Yeah, maybe
which he probably is.
He's got a tattoo. Yeah, oh yeah,
literally
we definitely don't pay him.
Yeah.
Does he have tusks?
No, he
needs tusks.
Yeah,
Being a boar.
now we're getting to boar territory.
Yeah, but I think Billy's right. When you see that, it's too much. You want to eat it.
Porky Pig.
Yeah.
But that said, it could be a lot worse. They didn't fuck it up too bad.
Yeah, no, I like it. All right, last game, 49ers, Cardinals. 49ers kicked the shit out of the Cardinals. The biggest story of this game was Darren Ravel cutting line of a bunch of special needs children to say hello to J.J. Watt.
So the craziest part of this video
and somehow you're not doing the video justice.
Darren Ravel,
that's what's crazy.
He goes out and he's waiting for J.J. Watt, who's doing his pregame, like playing catch with fans. Darren's got a front row seat to it, and he's just standing there like a creep.
Wait, did he just end up there?
No, he was camped out there for like 20 minutes trying to get a good spot to say nice career to J.J. Watt. And then J.J. turns around, and then Darren just goes up to him, puts his hand on his shoulder like a weirdo and gives him a hug. And meanwhile, you've got like 4 kids that have special needs behind him crying because J.J. Watt's not high-fiving them before the game.
he was standing there, and he basically, in his mind, was like, I'm going to plan to stand in a spot where JJ sees me, comes up to me, hugs me. JJ was not paying attention to him and walked past him. And in the video, you can see the panic in Ravel's eyes, being like, oh, my God, JJ didn't notice me. So then he, like, does the thing where you speed walk and you're kind of running, like, you know, Olympic speed walking, essentially.
Yep.
He sped walk behind him. And right before JJ gets to the group of special needs children who are, like, waiting with him with open arms, he grabs his shoulder and, like, forces the interaction with JJ. It's Ravel, so it's like he's got a laundry list of moments like this, but this one's up there with
maybe
the one shining moment, the
really
40-yard dash.
Maybe the worst part of it,
Gatorade picture.
and this tells you everything you need to know about Darren, is he posted this video himself.
Yes.
So
he was proud.
So he has no idea how weird this makes him look.
Yeah, I mean, well, he did. He also posted his, Martin Luther King memorabilia.
Yeah,
And
there were
that he
upwards
definitely
of
liked girls
9
when he was
special
3
needs
years
children
old.
behind him.
Yeah.
And then he wants to track her
Leslie.
down. Leslie.
Leslie. Yeah.
Hello, Leslie from the pool. Yeah. No, Darren was never afraid of girls. Quite the opposite.
He always knew he liked girls, even when he was 3.
Shout him out though. I wouldn't have a job here without him.
That's
Say
true.
it all the time.
That's
Well,
true.
I was saying we're going to have to probably do like a TikTok or something recreating this video. Just the walk that he does to follow JJ. And I think he cut off the sound, but you can see his mouth moving, and I think he was like, JJ, like trying to get his attention.
Yeah.
JJ's probably retiring just to get away from Darren Ravel.
Yeah, the fact that he, like, he posted it on his own story.
Right.
No,
crazy.
it's not like a candid video. Like, look at Ravel being a weirdo. It's like he posted this video himself.
He thought it made him look cool because it was showing how hard he was working and like how close of friends he was with JJ Watt.
Yeah. Crazy. Absolutely insane.
JJ, if you want us to take care of anything for you, let us know.
Yeah.
If you want anybody handled,
We'll take care of it.
happy to do that.
By the way, I just pulled up Matt LaFleur's press conference, and everyone's just spamming the chat with tomatoes. That's pretty awesome.
That's good.
Just throwing tomatoes out. The Niners are awesome. The Niners are a scary, scary fucking team.
Shout out
I'm scared of
to
him.
George Kittle's grandmother, 100 years old.
Yeah.
She was at the game. They sung Happy Birthday to her in the stands.
Damn, and then he
Great
scored
moment.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He's the best.
His grandmother, for being 100, she looks crazy young for being 100. She look no
Careful.
Hank,
Careful,
Hank, don't.
PFT.
Hank, don't. Anyone that watches
Take out that
this,
phone.
this is not a bonk. She looks like she's, I don't know, 80 years old, and she's 100. That's awesome. And she was so happy to be there for her grandson. It was cool. It was a good moment. I'm not being horny.
Would you take her out on a date?
No.
So is this on the list?
I mean, like,
Okay.
she's seemed like a nice
PFT
woman.
thought George Kittle's great.
I got another one.
I-
Major Tutty
she's-
needing a bigger ass is obviously on there too.
She's not.
We'll let's set weekly meetings on like Fridays.
You guys are so
We'll
horny
go
right
over
now that like I can't even say that an older person looks great for their age without you thinking I want to be untowards her.
Actually, this is a very current piece. I just wrote a blog. Turns out hornier people live longer.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. There was a study done.
Good for them.
That
So what are you saying, Billy?
You're saying that his grandmother's horny? No.
You're saying his grandmother would accept the date offer from PFT.
you're going to
There's no
live a
date.
long time.
100
no-
years is so long.
Yeah, I don't want to be
Holy
100, I don't
shit.
think.
That's so crazy.
I only want to live to be 100 years old if one of my grandchildren is in the NFL. That's
Yeah.
the only reason, so I can go to their games and get good seats.
Yeah,
the
Virginia
NFL's gonna be around
McCaskey
that
just
long?
turned 100 too. Oh, wow, Hank.
What was that, Hank?
Doom and gloom. Little Mike Greenberg there. He said, think the NFL's going to be around that long? We're going to play flag football?
Yeah, all right, Greta.
Yeah. You probably think the NBA's next up, huh?
No, NBA's they got
Pickleball.
China on their side.
Pickleball.
Pickleball and lacrosse.
Pickleball. Yeah, the J.J. Watt's last game. Did you see the wild stat, Jake? Oh, you missed
Yes.
it. Oh, you did.
Every stadium.
So he
Yeah.
had played in every single stadium except the Mercedes-Benz Dome, which he played last week, and then Levi Stadium, which he played in this week. So every active stadium he has played in his NFL career. That's pretty cool.
That's great.
Yeah, wild.
Good for JJ. You think he's ever going to want to come back?
Well, we're gonna have him on Super Bowl week, so we'll ask him. We'll put
I
his
could
feet
see
to the
him being
fire.
a broadcaster.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He could probably name his job.
Yeah, I think he just wants to be a dad.
Yeah,
I think he brought his
So he'll be broadcasting in a year.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point,
Yep.
Hank. Yep, good point.
He's going to try being a dad, and then he's going to be like, I wish I had something else that I could do.
Yeah. My wife told me to get out of the house.
Yeah.
Every ex-NFL player ever. I just want to be with my family. And then I was around in the morning, and my wife told me, what the hell are you doing? You got to do something with your life. Okay, so that's Week 18. That was a great week. And we have our playoffs set. And I'm very, very excited for playoff football. Billy, do we have Football Guy of the Week? Let's do an ad, and then we'll do Football Guy of the Week, and we'll wrap up with Who's Back.
Yeah, before we get to Football Guy and Who's Back, it's brought to you by my great friends over at C4. I love C4. I drink a C4 almost every day. Hank's got some of their pre-workout over there. You can experience big game energy live with C4 Energy. It's a new year. We're fully dialed in with the energy drink that always gives us the discipline to get after it, and we want you to get after it with us. You can enter for a chance to win a trip to Arizona, get tickets to the 2023 championship game, and party with us. I love C4 so very deeply. I have one before every workout. It's getting me jacked up. It's giving me Super Bowl abs. It's the official drink of Super Bowl abs. You can enter through January 31st only at your local Quick Trip by scanning the QR code at the C4 Energy display. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older and have a valid ID to win.
Okay, Billy, Football Guys Week. I'm just happy for Lions fans. I really am. That was awesome.
You know the offseason, they're going to be the sexiest pick.
Oh, yeah. They should have made the playoffs.
They should.
I wish we could just, the 7th seed should just be a fan vote.
Well, so
the Thanksgiving game too. Obviously, it was the Bills, but weren't they winning? They were winning, and then Josh Allen had that long throw.
He Josh Allened him with 13 seconds left.
Yeah,
I don't want to do this to the Lions fans, but I'm going to look up their schedule right now. I mean, they lost to the Seahawks in that crazy shootout.
Yep.
In Detroit that they probably very well could have won.
I think the Vikings was another one.
Yeah, they blew that game. Oh man, that sucks.
Panthers 2 weeks ago they got smoked.
Yeah,
that was. But there was the Bills game they were winning in the fourth quarter. The Seahawks game they were winning in the fourth quarter.
They lost to the Dolphins
Vikings
by 4. That hurt. Yeah, the Panthers game though does stick out because that was after they had flipped the switch and gotten good. Yeah, I think if you had to ask them to take back one game, it's probably that one, right?
Yeah, the Panthers.
I feel like you would take back a game that you were closer in, though.
Well, they were beating the Dolphins 27-17.5. We shouldn't do this to Lions fans. No. I'm happy, Lions fans. That was a fun night. We're not going to do this. All right, Football Guy of the Week.
Congratulations to Blaine Gabbert, who won last week for saving helicopter crash victims in a jet ski from drowning. And now he won the majority of the vote with exactly 69% of the vote.
Nice.
Our first nominee is Rex Ryan. If you guys didn't see, Rex Ryan was crying regarding Damar Hamlin waking up at the hospital and, asking whether his team won. And the doctors replied, no, Damar, you actually won the game of life. And he had a very emotional cry on TV.
Mm-hmm.
This week is basically several figures around the Damar Hamlin
Just
stuff.
people reacting to Damar?
Yeah.
Well, there's got to be one other one, right?
Right. Peyton Hillis.
Yeah.
Second nominee, Peyton Hillis. Peyton Hillis rescued both of his children from drowning in another water-related incident. Not sure the exact specifics, but he was put on a ventilator in the hospital, and his kidneys are not, so sending some prayers his way. But he's still in critical condition, but he saved both his children and sacrificed himself. Huge football guy move.
Yeah, that's a
huge
crazy story. Hope he gets better.
Third nominee is actually Damar Hamlin for asking whether his team won.
Wait, so Billy, we're in a tough situation here because you're going to have Damar Hamlin going up against Peyton Hillis.
Well, I could have just been like, Damar Hamlin wins this week, but in the spirit of football guys, there still needs to be a competition. Football guys love to compete. So they're competing.
Great point.
They're going to compete.
That's a checkmate right there.
Yeah. So he wouldn't want to win it straight up. None of these guys would. They would want to compete.
They want to compete and they want to win. They're not pulling their starters.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
And the fourth nominee is the Bills training staff, who got a full standing ovation from the crowd.
Like a high school player.
Yeah.
Bills Stadium.
All right, so it's Jared Lasonko, and he's a right guard
He eats pancakes
at St. Mary's Prep Academy, and he makes pancakes for his whole team before every practice, and then he puts syrup on them.
Yeah. So who's the bigger football guy? The Bills medical training staff.
I feel guilty voting on this one.
Yeah, I mean, like Peyton Hillis and DeMar. But
I don't.
it.
It's the pancake guy. Easy winner.
It's actually pretty sweet, and he also goes there into a mullet and shaved pancake into the side of his head.
A lot of football guys this week.
All right, go vote. The blog is up. Let's finish up. Who's back of the week?
My who's back was going to be Ravel, but we just talked about that. So I will just give an update for my Firefest Friday. I'm back. My back is back.
Hell yeah,
The
Hank.
slat situation was resolved. A lot of people reached out. There's a lot of. I thought about making an OnlyFans for my slats. Everyone wanted to see what my slats were looking like. People were fiending the slats. But there were some good suggestions. One Stooley, AWL, reached out with a very specific. He's like, I had an IKEA. Look for this. This happened to me, and I did that and realized the issue. Basically, the middle bracket holding up the slats was lower than the side ones, so that was what was creating the sink. And then I had to, take out the screws, screw them back in so they're level.
You put the middle beam into the wrong holes on the
Yes,
on the ends.
and not a football guy move. There was not me that assembled the bed, so I will take only partial blame. But it was assembled incorrectly. I slept on it for probably a little bit too long.
So Hank, there were actually a lot of people that were saying that you just fucked too hard, and that's why your bed keeps breaking.
Yeah, not true, but
Your Firefest last week was that you have too much powerful sex
yeah,
that you can't keep a bed around.
definitely not. But that's all right
Yeah, let it just.
we'll take that. Yeah,
Let that rumor be out.
for sure.
Yeah. All right, PFT. Who's back?
My who's back of the week is pretty much Dry January. So we're doing it again this year. So we're doing Super Bowl abs. We're getting hard bodies, but I have a
Not
method.
Max. He's out.
Not Max, because he has to eat hot dogs in 3 weeks.
He has to eat 12 hot dogs in
but
3 weeks'
I've-
time.
I've got a method that might. I'm not a nutritionist, but I do this every January. People always do like Sober October or Dry January. I do pretty much Dry January every year, which it helps you lose some pounds. The rules are you're allowed no drinking, except you can drink on the weekends and on Thursdays. And if there's Monday Night Football, you can have a few beers during Monday Night Football. But besides that, it's a good chance to like reset your body, get the kidneys and the liver back to normal functioning. Or if you have to do like a bowling challenge, then you can drink beer too. Actually, just if you're at a bowling alley, you can drink. Doesn't matter the night of the week. Yeah.
What if it's your birthday?
Yes. Good
Yeah.
point. So there's
Yep.
birthday week, and Billy's birthday is also in January. So yeah, you can drink on your birthday. The day
Or
itself,
your friends' birthdays.
Yeah, your friends' birthdays. Or if you have like a party that's celebrating your birthday that's not on your birthday, you can drink that night too.
What about the national championship?
Yeah, no. So if there's a football game on Monday
Okay,
night,
all right,
that's
all right,
that
any football game.
that-
What
that
if you're going to a
counts.
concert?
Yeah. Where?
New York.
Okay, like at a big venue.
Sure.
Sure.
Yes.
Intimate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both. Yeah. No. The answer is yes to either one.
What do you have to do a case race?
Yeah, you're allowed to do that too.
Okay.
If it's for work.
Yeah, it's for work.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So those are the rules.
Okay.
But the bottom line is like you it's a great way to shed some calories and drop some pounds. I know like this time of year we're all starting to get back in the healthy kick of things. So
Except Max.
except for Max. So jumpstart your year with pretty much basically Dry January.
I love it, Max, 'cause I really did have the same exact thought. I was like, if I lose this, I'm done. I'm done dieting. It's stupid. I don't like it. I'll just live fat.
Oh, also if you're on a plane.
Yeah.
You can drink on a
You have
plane,
to drink
too.
on a plane.
Yeah.
Or an airport, yeah. Or a train.
Yes, trains too.
Yeah.
If you're traveling.
Including the PATH train?
Yeah.
No, you can't drink in the PATH train.
Subway,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Subway, yes?
Yeah,
Subway,
you
yes.
have to wait till you get to New York.
Yes. All right. My who's back is Aaron Rod. Oh, wait. No, shit. They lost. Fuck. I thought they were going to be in the playoffs. That's my bad. No, my who's back is. God damn it. I can't wait till we finish this show. I'm going to fire up Milwaukee radio and just listen to it all the way home. Probably sit in my car till like 3 a.m. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so fucking good. Oh, my God. I can't believe they lost a home game with a Lions team that didn't have to play for anything.
Aaron Rodgers just said that he is not going to hold the team hostage. He just needs some time to get the emotion out of it and figure out what's best.
Got it.
So he's not taking them hostage. He's just
Nice.
going to
Retire.
straight up kill them.
Retire. He's going to do it quickly. All right. My who's back is overreacting to things. So I like to do this week 18. Just look back real quick. I'm just going to read off a couple games for you from the NFL season early on, weeks 1 through 4. Chicago Bears 19, San Francisco 49ers 10. That makes no sense. That makes no sense, does it not?
That was the shit game. The
That was
rain.
a slip and slide.
The rain game, but that makes no sense. Colts Texans 2020 actually makes perfect sense.
So it's
The Seattle Seahawks, or no, that actually makes sense. That one, and then also we had the Indianapolis Colts 20, the Kansas City Chiefs 17. That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense.
that was the Sun game.
Could you imagine if they played right now? No chance.
Yep.
And one last one, Texans 13, Jaguars 6. That makes no sense.
Whoa,
I just love looking back and being like, what the fuck? How did that happen?
that is crazy.
Yeah, so some games that were just, we overreacted in the moment. I'm sure that if you listen to the episodes after, we probably declared every loser of those teams dead. And those 3 teams that I just listed are in the playoffs. So, whoops, hand up.
Yep.
We were wrong.
We have
many times.
I think we've learned our lesson about overreacting to stuff this year.
Yeah, we won't do that ever again. Aaron Rodgers is dead. The Packers are dead. They'll never be good again. Wait, I want to check that poll real quick one last time. So it was, what did I say, 80.8% was people picking the first round, the first pick. 80%. 80% seems like the poll's done. Feels good. Number 1 pick. Billy, who's back?
My who's back is adventure.
Yes.
Okay.
So around this time of year, this past weekend, I get a little antsy. I'm trying to quit seditious acts. So I decided to go look for some adventure.
Did you go to Brazil this weekend?
No. Other who's back, shamans.
Yeah.
There was a shaman down there. But there was, on the Joe Rogan show, a guy came on and talked about how the American Natural History Museum dumped 50 tons of mammoth bones into the East River.
Dave was talking about that?
No.
Oh.
Other guy. Dumped them in the river. So, heard about this, said, hey.
Wait, the mammoth bones were dumped in the river?
They were dumped in the river.
The mammoths didn't die in the river?
Nope, they were just dumped.
They were in the museum, and they didn't have anywhere to store them. And so back in the 1800s, if you didn't have a place to put your stuff, you just went to the river.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was in the 1930s, 40s-ish.
Okay.
So I just talked to the first person I thought of who would be down for some sort of excursion to maybe look for these bones. The mammoth tusks are worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
So if we found one, it would be able to finance the trip. So I called up Donnie from Donnie Does.
Yep.
Great YouTube channel. Check it out. And I was like, yo, Donnie, do you want to go look for mammoth bones in the bottom of the East River? And he was like, yes. So then we linked up with these guys. Shout out Dirty Water Don. He's got a show on Discovery Channel. Check it out. It's sewer diving. And he said, we can totally go look for bones. So on Saturday morning, 5 a.m., woke up for bones and headed out on the water. And we ended up in the East River looking for bones. And Donnie and I actually ended up being able to dive in the East River. Something that I wasn't exactly. So when I first thought we were gonna go looking for bones, I was like, okay, let's get some wetsuits and put some goggles on and free dive.
Your basic bone trip. Yeah.
Yeah, and but these guys are like, no, we're going full tilt. We're going dive mask, which if you those old scuba diving equipments
With the
where you're still
iron
attached to the boat. Yeah.
and the Cyclops type thing.
Yeah.
We used a much more modern equivalent of that. And basically, I thought we were going to go about 20 feet deep right by the side of the shore. But basically, NYPD pulled up on us and said that we weren't allowed to tie up to the side of Manhattan. Right on, on the dock there. But because it was only for first responders.
Got it.
And commercial vessels. And
Did you tell them you were a troop?
No.
Okay.
Because I'm not.
Oh.
But so they said we had to anchor out. So the difference between tying up right on the side and where we actually had to anchor was 20 feet, which I thought was very reasonable. Never have dove before. Putting on one of these masks, if something went wrong 20 feet deep, I knew that I'd probably be able to get out of there.
Yeah.
Figure it out. So the place we ended up diving was 74 feet deep.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Pretty scary, Billy.
It was one of those situations where probably looking back wasn't the smartest thing to go 70 feet under the water in dive gear for
In
the
the
first
East River.
time.
Wait, did you touch the bottom?
Yeah.
So how long were you at the bottom?
I went to the bottom, looked around, realized no one's finding shit in this. The visibility was like less than 12 inches in front of me. I was like, I went down there.
Okay, Greta.
It was dirt. The East River is actually the cleanest it's been since pre-Civil War.
Nice.
So,
But you couldn't see anything.
Because
Which was
it's
my
a
point.
murky. It's actually not a river. It's a tidal estuary.
Yeah.
which means
Sea
that
ocean.
the bottom is constantly getting torn up, and the craziest thing was the current's insane.
Yeah.
The current, it wasn't slack. It was just coming out of slack tide. So the thing about current is it's not a steady stream. You're getting hit with gusts. So basically, to put this stuff on, I didn't swim. I wore a metal vest. I went to the bottom of the East River with like a lead vest on.
Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah. It was. I saw the videos. They looked extremely dangerous. So when Billy sent me one of these like Saturday morning, and for the first time ever, I was like feeling very, very scared about Billy possibly killing himself on the job.
You should do this again.
I know.
This was
It was very fun.
Like between fighting Jose Canseco and this is way more dangerous.
Yeah.
Than Jose.
Like in retrospect, looking back at the
Both took
Jose,
a dive.
Yeah.
It's true, Bill.
looking back in retrospect, like the Jose situation, I was like, oh yeah, that wasn't as dangerous as I thought it was going to be going in, and like looking back, it wasn't dangerous at all. This, looking back, like this could have gone really wrong. And
So all right, so you go down there and you just like, did you feel the bottom?
yeah, so basically you're on a ladder, and all the guys are saying most guys don't leave the ladder because it's like jumping out of an airplane. Because once you let go of the ladder,
Yeah,
and
you're
then
just
you
a weighted vest.
grab the line, you just drop straight down to the bottom. Like
And did you had air coming in through the line that was attached to the boat?
Yeah.
Or was there a tank?
Did you
it was attached to the boat
were
that had
you
my
afraid?
emergency tank.
Were you afraid? Like, were you breathing regularly?
Yeah, so basically I put it on. I was like trying to breathe. I was like, okay, like I could do this. A lot of claustrophobic people freak out when they put the mask on.
Yeah.
And the thing is, especially when you get in the water and you can't see anything, but
How fast did you go down?
pretty fast. And then when you were down there, it was like a thunderstorm because at one point, if I let go of this line, I would have ended up 100 yards down the river, and it would have been really tricky with this umbilical cord attached to my helmet, climbing back up without being able to use my hands on that rope. So basically, I got down to the bottom. I was at the bottom for about realistically 2 minutes, but it was basically they were telling me, yo, dude, you got to the bottom, you're not seeing anything, might as well come back up because it's getting pretty crazy with the situation, even for the divers who do it professionally. Like, and these guys were dock builders.
Yeah.
So even the guys who do it professionally and go down for hours at a time, they're like, yeah, it's pretty rough down there. Like
Holy shit.
come up.
So how do you get back up? You just
You
pull
climb the rope.
and were you scared at any point? Like, am I really going back up? Am I?
Yeah, because the current makes you feel like you're being pulled. And at one point, I knew I was at the bottom, but halfway back up, I was like, am I going the right way?
Yeah, because that's how like a lot of like the free divers and stuff, they get disoriented and go the wrong way.
They said that
Yeah.
you're supposed to, like, some people carry ping pong balls in their swimsuit, and they just release them, and they see which way it floats up.
The bubbles.
Yeah.
But it was super cool. But like going down, you have to decompress your ears. So I had at one point like air coming out of the corners of my eyes.
Because you don't breathe well.
Yeah, well, the decompression.
Yeah.
It was actually easy to
He
decompress.
doesn't. He does not breathe well. If you've heard Billy eat ever,
you know about his
he
septum?
doesn't breathe well.
He's got septum issues.
I breathe well through my mouth, but the nose is a little tricky. But that actually made it easier to decompress because my nose is already like 50% blocked most of the time. So you had to decompress so your ears wouldn't go out, and it was the wildest thing being down there because when the current wasn't gushing with big rushes, it was super peaceful.
Yeah.
And it was like eerie.
Was it totally dark?
Did Donnie go down for a while?
Donnie went down.
How
right
long did
after
he go
me.
down for?
He got down. And he was like, "Fuck, there's nothing here." and just went back up.
All right, so my last question is, how many people do you think online actually thought the bone you took a picture with was real? Because I feel like there was at least
Dukes
20%.
Dukes thought it was real.
Because I can always tell too.
That's the 20%.
There was a few people demanding that I apologize, which I think I had your back when you said you were going to sell it to Russians. I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, apologize to Billy, he found a bone. I was like, okay. I mean, like, you played it all well, but I knew.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was a fake bone.
So clearly not real.
Feidelberg built a 12-foot skeleton for Halloween with Nick and KB and Donnie. So we went over to Feit's house and we just grabbed some of those bones, because if we didn't find anything, might as well get a fun pic. We weren't really actually trying to trick anyone. It was blatantly,
of course
obviously.
not. It was funny.
It was a fake bone. We hoped it was obvious enough.
Yeah, I mean, it was white. It was a pristine bone.
Yeah.
So, did it occur to you that maybe when they dumped all these mammoth bones into the bottom of the river, that maybe they kept the tusks?
Yeah. If you're a warehouse guy and you're moving tons of stuff, and even back then ivory was valuable, you're not just going to throw out the ivory. You're going to put some to the side to sell yourself.
Yeah.
But if we had found anything, it would have been cool. And
it's still very cool. I actually think
did you just grab any soil from the bottom?
We have a couple bottles and a rock.
Yeah, that's something.
But
I would have done that.
I honestly didn't want to let my hands leave the rope when I was down there.
Yeah,
I would understand why.
If I dropped the rope, I was fucked.
Now, normally, how long does it take someone to get certified to do what you did?
A while.
I would imagine there's
At
some
least
sort of
a
process
couple
for
weeks.
that.
Jesus Christ,
and you
Billy,
just
you're
you
psycho.
just strapped that helmet on, and you said, "Okay, put the weighted vest on. I'm going to jump into this river now."
I'm pretty comfortable in water. I know we make the joke that
you're part frog.
I used to try to be when I was younger, try to do the Navy SEAL stuff as a summer activity.
Yeah.
And it paid off.
Yeah. I also want to just one point when you're the one guy that I thought I should go with Donnie. I actually think Donnie's the worst person to go with because Donnie is down for anything, and the peer pressure was probably immense.
Yeah.
Donnie's not scared of anything.
Yeah.
Ever.
Donnie got a bloody nose going down to the bottom.
Oh, shit.
It was the pressure messed up.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
And his nose was bleeding in the suit.
Oh, my God. Yeah, Donnie's he'll do anything.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, you should do it again, for real.
Yeah. I'm forgetting.
I think he has.
Shout out!
I think he has the Benz.
Shout out, patron of the sciences, PFT commenter, for sponsoring the trip.
Nice.
No, well, it wasn't me. It was my Instagram account.
His Instagram account.
Yeah.
I think the flag is still flying on the boat.
Oh hell yeah!
Cool. Follow PFT on Instagram at PFT commenter, patron of the sciences.
Trying to get those numbers up.
Modern day Cosimo de Medici. But yeah, it was awesome. Didn't find any bones though.
Oh,
but
you got that one.
It was literally being on another planet, being down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I think it's a cool story, even though you didn't find anything.
Yeah, definitely.
That's one of those things that you're gonna look back in 15 years, and you're gonna get scared 15 years from now because of what past you did.
Yeah. And Donnie's kind of like the king of the East River. He swam across it too.
I mean, we were talking about the amount of people who've been to the bottom of the East River are people who've been killed by the mob. Their bodies thrown in there, and just commercial divers.
I'll bet you that
Billy football.
I'll bet you that fewer people have been to the bottom of the East River and come back up than have been to space.
Yeah,
I think about the people who had to build the bridges.
There's a lot of commercial divers.
Yeah, a lot of them died. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people haven't recreationally gone down to the bottom of the East River.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that was awesome. That was great. Who's
sick.
back? Yeah. Jake.
Yeah, I can't really match that. Happy to hear Billy. My who's back?
Well, no, Jake, you got one of 6.
I got
right?
one of 6. You're right. So I'm back. My who's back is wanting your coach fired. That's what's happening in Big Blue Nation.
Oh yeah,
Kentucky.
Cal.
They lost by 26 to Alabama, and they're going crazy. You guys need to do a special winter edition of Kentucky Sports Radio.
I think
we were first to it.
I know, but we were also first to extend Coach Cal.
Yeah, that's true.
He needs more time to build up the program.
He needs
to get his recruits on campus.
It is great because I threw out a little feeler like, "Hey, how we feeling?" And there was a lot of people who were very upset, and there's still the Coach Cal sycophants who are like, "Well, he can't get fired because of next year's recruiting class." It's like it's genius.
Yeah.
He can never The guys who are coming in next year are going to change everything.
Alabama's pretty good though, right?
They're really
They are.
good. Yeah,
So-
but losing by
To
26.
lose by 26.
Yeah.
All right.
Bad. Very bad.
Yeah.
Is Brad on staff?
No,
That's the
not
problem.
anymore. He
Yeah, he
went
needs to
somewhere
come
else.
back. Bring
He's got to
Brad
get
back.
Brad. Yeah.
I think he's at Fairleigh Dickinson or something like that. But yeah, so they're not happy with him.
No,
No.
they're not.
I have a question for Hank.
Yeah.
A real question. Hank, I was just on a plane today and going through the airport. I saw a lot of people, a lot of youngsters. By youngsters, I mean like teenagers, maybe like I don't know, preteens that are carrying stuffed animals with them. What's going on? Can you explain that to me?
The squish pillows?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my son has one.
Why do like preteens have stuffed
I don't know why preteens.
squish pillows that they're bringing around?
I think it's just the pussification of America.
Yeah. It's pickleball. The pickleballification of America.
I'd agree.
No, I don't know. That's a thing though. I mean, I know adult women that have them.
Yeah,
too.
and
it's
then
kind of weird.
They also like carry around stuffed animals.
But you know,
I
teach
saw a
their
bunch
own.
of
Do
pillows,
you?
a bunch of stuffed animals. I didn't know what was going on
Emotional support animals.
Why'd you ask Hank?
because he's young.
Wait, you're talking about Squishmallows?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have the bends, dude. This is like the episode when
I said squish.
when Dwight gets concussed and like everyone's looking at him like, what's wrong with the fucking moon face guy?
I'm going to be honest, I haven't felt the same since going down there.
Yeah, no, I can
missed
tell.
it. I think
You-
you
Billy
missed the
basically
bottom of the
did
river.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, yeah,
You went to
Yeah,
the upside
came
down,
out.
and now you're just not the same.
yeah. All right, well let's do numbers. Hank, have you ever gotten these?
No, I'm gonna
sure?
guess
Are
53.
we starting the pot?
Rodgers is an MVP is a fraud. He was created by one of the great receivers ever.
I love this. This is what I'm gonna be listening all the way home.
I'm going to go with 17.
I'll go 26.
Are we
I'm
starting the
splashing
pot?
$2,000 in the pot.
Oh yeah, I have money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have
money.
$20 bill.
Yeah,
I don't have it right now.
Oh, it's in my
That's-
backpack.
That's my pot.
Are we doing
submission.
40?
yeah, 40.
I pulled out cash. No big deal.
My wallet's in my backpack.
don't have
I'll grab it
cash.
after.
I can spot people some cash for some
You got
Venmos.
$2,000 for me?
Wait, let's just listen to this guy real quick.
Do his stuff in LaFleur, that worked. This year, it was all LaFleur's offense, okay? And you got a Hall of Fame quarterback, and you're not using him? And then, yes, Gutekunst didn't give enough arsenal, what?
This is gonna be great. This is gonna be a great night. All right, what's your number, Hank?
53.
18.
I thought you said 17.
Yeah, you said 17.
17.
18.
26.
6-9.
Max,
20.
you need a win, Max.
Eagles won.
Sure. One seed.
$2,000.
Hey, what is it, Hank? What number?
53.
You're splashing $2,000.
$2,000.
Well, that was a quick one.
What was that?
91. 91. 91. Playoff football, boys. Playoff football.
100%. Can't wait. He'll take
Love you guys.
time, but he'll be back, and he'll be better next year.
Certain
No
deep water
way. This
fish.
guy's wrong.
Certain deep water fish explode when you bring them to the surface.
take